Good morning.
Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, actually, the final touch, there we have it.
MTN.
Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Take 5 minutes, guys. Sorry.
To the library.
Okay. I'm going for my graduation. Go well.
Education changes stories, and being part of these stories is the real passion for us. MTN.
Going to the library.
Okay. I'm going for my graduation. Go well.
Juliet. Please, somebody should come and sign Juliet up. No. What's the short code? Star 50. Yes, 5*060 hash. If you're a woman, you have a business, you need a Jumapa bundle. If you're a man and your woman has a business, your sister has a business, you need to get them the Jumapa bundle. So, Juliet, please sign up to the Jumapa bundle. So please put your hands together for Juliet for me. Boss, how are you?
I'm doing well.
What's your name?
Jeremy.
Jeremy, what do you do?
So I'm a passionate STEM educator and a robotics engineer.
You're a robotics engineer?
Yeah.
So why are you here?
So I'm here to network and also to have my questions answered. I have a lot of questions in my head, and yeah, that's the main reason I came. Yeah.
Thank you, Jeremy. Maybe I should talk to one more person. I want to talk to a woman. Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm good.
What's your name?
Rachel.
Rachel, what do you do?
I'm into web development and design.
Web development and design. Why are you here this morning?
To learn more about entrepreneurship and how to add tech into it and stuff.
What are some of the websites you've designed?
Africa Impact Summit and then Gem Ghana
Africa Impact Summit for,
work.
wow, nice. Put your hands together for yourself. You know, so Juliet is a fashion designer, Jeremy is a robotics person, Rachel is a web designer. Our theme for this morning is Digital for Good, empowering entrepreneurs in tech and agriculture. For the average person, you would not get the link between these three people in agric, right? But for a fashion designer, she needs fabric, she needs dyes, she needs yarns and all those things. And all those things are products of agric. Your cotton is grown as a tree and harvested and processed to make the fabric that she uses for whatever she does. If you are wearing silk, we have to grow the silkworm and harvest them and extract the silk to get the material she needs. The dyes are products from agribusiness. So her business thrives because somebody does the primary production, somebody does the processing, and then she gets a raw material, right? Now, Jeremy is a robotics person. I am a farmer. If we get our robotics people to understand agribusiness, they can create the right robots and solutions to help us manage our animals, manage our crops, manage everything. So there's a connection. So if I have a cotton farm, Jeremy's robots will help me do the harvesting and enable me work a bit more efficiently, right? And then Rachel is a web designer. Once we are all done, you would put your stuff on the website. If I produce, maybe if I have a farmer's market, I have one. So there's a website, people go and order, they pay with Momo, and then we deliver. So if there's someone here in the logistics space, he closes that gap for me. I produce, you design, robotics enables. Our people will definitely wear clothes. Then your logistics business will deliver to all of us and it works. So this is the reason why we are here. To learn about the interconnectivities between agriculture and tech and know how we can grow together. And MTN has put this together beautifully for us. So let's put our hands together for MTN. Now we have a Slido QR code. I want the technicians to put it up. What we are going to do with this QR code is that a lot of the interactive activities will be online. We have some people online right now, and we have those of us in here. So if it comes on the screen, please scan it. And once you scan, we'll have 3 trivia sessions. And each session will have a winner. The winner takes home a hamper from Isoko, a hamper from Ubuntu Technologies, a hamper from X-Men, and a phone from MTN. So you are getting 4 different hampers from 4 different businesses. So scan this and keep that window open, that tab open on your phone, because we'll be putting up questions, we'll have a pledge later, so we'll need you to scan this and keep that tab open on your phone. And when you have to enter your name. Those of you online, if you have to enter your name and put into brackets online, so that we know those online. If you win online, we know you are online, then we can find you later and give you your prize package, okay? Have you all done this? Or do we need more time for this? While you do this, let's have the first trivia. Are you ready? And this first trivia, we all have Momo, right? We all have Momo. So this first trivia, the person who gets it right, I'll give the person Momo. What was the name of the first goat that was slaughtered in the Garden of Eden by Adam and Eve? What was the name of the first goat that was slaughtered in the Garden of Eden by Adam and Eve? Anybody wants to try? This one there is not on Slido. Me and I made my question. No, mama. Who no mama Momo? The name of the. What's your answer?
Aponchi Pesiata.
Baby. What's your
Billy Goat.
Nah.
No name.
No name. So the name was no name.
Sokoto Red.
You, Kumasi Blue.
Goat.
Is that your final answer? There's a hand here.
What?
What was the name? So what there be? My what is a question, not a name.
The Bible didn't give any indication.
The Bible didn't give any indication. Okay, any final person to try? Okay.
It wasn't a goat, it was a lamb.
Me busa said the first goat that was slaughtered. Now catch him say enye banko e fufu. Those online, do you want to try?
It was Adam.
No. You're a resource person, you can't answer. So someone got it right. Unfortunately for him, he's my friend. And the last time I met him, we went to Garu to go and eat dessert and goat meat. The answer is goat. Because when God created the Garden of Eden, there were animals and plants, and God instructed them to name them. So they named the goat. So if they kill that goat to eat, it's a goat. So you're what? Debbie, I can't give you Momo. You are my friend, you are richer than me. How can I give you Momo? If it was any other person, I would have given it to the person. You see me in chambers. Please put your hands together for my friend. Okay, let me talk to him briefly so we get to know who he is. Then we get on with the rest of the program. Young man, what's your name?
My name is Ronnie Amatefio.
What do you do?
I run an event and media management company, and I just got into farming and logistics.
What do you intend to learn today?
Well, I want to learn so much in tech so that I can impact on my company, and more especially the farming that I've just got into.
Great. So he's our winner for the first unofficial trivia. Please put your hands together for him. But you see, as we go along, if people make me happy, I'll give you the Momo. If they don't make me happy, Charlie, what about loss? Anyway, so that's how today is going to be. We are going to have a very interactive session. Our resource people are ready to really give us, they are going to pour everything they have into you. They are going to download everything into you. So that's how the day is going to be. The trivia questions will be coming as we go along. We have 3 of them. For the whole program for today, we'll have a panel session here, fireside chat. When we finish, we are going to go into the breakout sessions. We all know the breakout session we signed up for, right? Or we don't? We do, right? So we'll go for the breakout session. We will help you break out into the various groups, and then you go for the breakout session. So without spending more time on the introductions, which I'll do, I'll introduce all our executives here. I'd like to officially open today's program, and I'd like to invite Sandra Odro-Entry, Senior Specialist at MTN, to give us a welcome address. Sandra, a round of applause for Sandra.
Good morning. Distinguished guests, esteemed speakers, innovators and change makers, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, once again, good morning and welcome. On behalf of MTN Ghana, I warmly welcome you to the maiden edition of our Masterclass series, a celebration of innovation, creativity, and the transformative power of digital technology. The theme for today's Masterclass, Empowering Entrepreneurs in Tech and Agriculture, reflects our shared commitment to using digital innovation as a catalyst for progress. It also aligns perfectly with MTN's purpose, leading digital solution for Africa's growth. Across Africa, innovation and creativity are at the heart of progress, driving new solutions, creating opportunities, and transforming lives. Yet, as we move rapidly into a digital era, we face both immense opportunities and significant challenges. Our goal today is to ensure that this digital revolution becomes a force for empowerment, one that uplifts every innovator, every change maker, and every participant in this room. At MTN, we believe that empowerment begins with access to technology, to markets, to financial tools, and to knowledge in the technology space. MTN is creating opportunities for innovators, young people, and digital enthusiasts to harness the technology and build scalable solutions. Through initiatives like the MTN API platforms, the Pulse Digital Skills training program for youth, and mobile money, we are equipping the next generation with the skills and tools to develop solutions that address real-world needs, from e-commerce and fintech to health tech and edtech. We are intentionally about nurturing a digital ecosystem where ideas grow into impactful innovations that can compete confidently on the global stage. In agriculture, digital tools are transforming how farmers access information, financing, and markets through mobile connectivity, mobile payments, and data-driven solutions. MTN is helping agripreneurs improve productivity and strengthen food security. A strong example of this commitment is our support for the Vegetable Center of Excellence, which promotes smart farming practices through technology, data, and training. By empowering farmers to use digital tools for irrigation, crop monitoring, and market access, we are helping them increase yields sustainably and compete in a modern agriculture economy. This masterclass is an investment in our potential and demonstrates MTN's ongoing commitment to building skills, mentorship, and partnership needed to thrive in the digital economy. We hope today's engagement will equip you with practical strategies to digitize operations, adopt new tools, and leverage digital solutions like Momo to scale sustainably. Ultimately, empowerment is not something we achieve alone. It takes collaboration between the private sector, policymakers, and all of us here to drive inclusive growth and lasting change. Together, we can transform not just individual initiatives, but the entire economic and social landscape of Ghana and Africa. As we begin today's session, let us be inspired to use technology not only for profit, but for purpose, to create solutions that improve lives, empower communities, and drive national development. Whether in technology or agriculture, the opportunity before us is the same, to turn ideas into impact and innovation into inclusion. Let's not just talk about digital transformation. Let's lead it, live it, and shape it together. Thank you, and once again, you're welcome.
Thank you very much, Sandra. Oh, Charlie, do better for Sandra. Yeah. You know, when you talk about technology and agribusiness, some people don't even get the little solutions. I'm here, I can call my farmhand, video call, right? And you show me what's happening on the farm. It's technology enabling supervision. Before MTN brought Momo, I used to send my mom money via trotro drivers. You put the money in an envelope and then they take it to her in Nkranza. And there were always shortages. You will count the money in front of the driver, put it in the envelope and seal it, white one, and put it in a brown one. But you get there and say, mate, no more loading. But the money is in your pocket. How is offloading and loading things going to take? Right? But then there was Momo. So every second of the day, you can send money to everyone. You know what that did for Agric? We could be in the cities and send money home and invest back at home. and we could also get the return of our investment sent to us without having to make a 12-hour journey back home. That is enablement. So today we will learn a lot of different things before we go. Now, did we all scan the Slido QR code? Technician, please put it up one more time because I want us to have our first trivia. We are going to put up our first trivia. And this trivia, the winner is going to take home something special from MTN. That's the first prize we are going to give out. So if we all scan, and we are sure we've scanned. Have we all scanned? Yes, you zoom in to scan. Let me just leave here so that so like I said, we have gifts from Isoko, gifts from Impuntu Technologies, spa vouchers from X-Men, phones from MTN, and then we also have the Med Pharma prize. That is 1 month free consultation on MCare. So if you scan and you answer anything correctly, you win. Those online too, please scan as well. And if you are entering your name on the platform, if you are online, add online to your name so that we will know whether you came physically or you are online. So I think it's time. Let's have the first trivia. Let's put the first trivia up. Are you ready? Those on this table, you are not among. Those on this table, you are not among. But you are among. But the others, you are not among. Yes, please put it up. Okay. So these are the people who have joined. The Kojo is me. Albert, where are you? Okay, this is Albert. Sally. Okay, I can see Sally. Gustav. Shadrach. Joseph. Where is Joseph? Okay. You know I'm also Joseph, right? I'm a Joseph. Me dear Joseph. Opa, take my Momo number and try to send me Momo. You see the Joseph boy. But I hardly use the Joseph because my best friend eats cats. And the English name for cat is Joseph. So when I use the Joseph, he looks at me and he thinks I'm a cat. Okay. Prince York, are you also here? Okay. So these are the people who are joining the quiz. Can we have the first question on the screen? What does Digital for Good primarily promote? Online shopping, using technology to create positive impact, gaming apps, cryptocurrency trading. Okay. Using technology to create a positive impact. That is the correct answer. And 68 people got it right. So we are going to choose the first person who got it right. Pardon? We are going to choose, you are giving us 5 questions here, so 68 people got that right. The Ocho online shopping, no, open shopping, pow. Okay, let's go to the next question. Which of these is not a digital innovation by MTN Ghana? Momo, TurboNet, MTN Data Farm, Ayoba. (92 out of 117). Did somebody say Momo is not a digital innovation by MTN Ghana? Now, also, Momo also has to command if anana. Okay. So 2 people for Momo, 29 TurboNet, 46 MTN Data Farm, and 15 Ayoba. And I love TurboNet. I drive around a lot, and every corner I've been to in this country, I get data with TurboNet. It really means that everywhere you go, MTN Day. Okay, so well done, well done. We go to the third one. What does the term agri-tech mean? Agri-technology, agri-textiles, agricultural teaching, none of the above. 110 people have answered. Oh, hey. It's true, it is agricultural teaching. But teaching needs technology. So if you expand teaching, so therefore, there is technology. Okay, we'll have the next one. MTN's vision, ambition 2025 focuses on which key area? Voice growth, leading digital solutions for Africa's progress, infrastructure, data-only services. So we there, Coco Kra. Sally, Coco Kra, answer Ben, what you see. Leading digital solutions for Africa's progress. Infrastructure for I am with you in spirit. Voice growth for the baby Casanova. Okay, let's take the fifth one. Digital transformation is only for tech companies. True or false? Group work. Sorry. As a NSMQ, I say, it's false, it's false. I hope it's false. No, what you see? Okay, so Derek is our winner. He got all 5 correct. Fastest time of 33 seconds. Derek, where are you? Where is Derek? Hey, where is Derek? Oh, he's online. Oh, but he didn't add the online to his name. Okay, so technical, please prompt Derek that if he's online, he's our winner. Let's put our hands together for him. So Derek, Ezra, are you here? Is Ezra in here? Oh, Ezra, sorry, anyway. Fine boy, Ezra. Digital Ezra. Oh, I want the screen back. Okay, Samuel Kumijo is online. KKY. What does it mean? KKY. Pardon? Kweku Kumiyanka. Okay, and Phillips Sabin also online. Okay, so these are 5 winners. Please, let's put our hands together for them. So we are going to give you your prize. At the end of the event, we are going to have a prize presentation ceremony. So the winners will get their prizes. And I'm sure MTN, being a very great company that always rewards their people, may end up rewarding all 5 of you. We never know, eh? Please put your hands together for MTN. Okay, so we are going to have the conversation, which is going to set the stage for us to have our breakout sessions. And I'm going to invite my panelists to join me here. And we are going to talk about the topic, empowering entrepreneurs in tech and agriculture, the opportunities, the challenges, and the digital advantage. And are you ready to see the panelists? Are we ready? I'm not seeing the excitement. Are we ready to see the panelists? Yes. Great. So I'll invite the first panelist to join me here. Please help me welcome Dr. Stefan Nwole, CEO of Impuntu Technologies. And this doctor is the correct doctor, not the one G-Tech is fighting. Correct PhD. Doc, good morning. Welcome. Now, the next panelist I'll invite, usually when people see her, they think she works with MTN because every MTN event she's there. And she's not there because she doesn't have anything to do. She's there because she's smart and she makes great contributions to our digital space. She's the CEO of Edel Technologies, Ethel Delali Kofi. Please put your hands together for Ethel. Now, the next panelist is also a man I really admire. He runs one of the biggest agri-tech companies in the country, a company that has over the years shaped the way we do agri. And he's the CEO of Isoko. Daniel Asariche, PhD. Another proper doctor. PhD. Doc, thank you. And the next panelist is with MT. She is the Senior Manager, Enterprise Information Systems and Governance at MTN Ghana. She has years of experience in digital information systems, cybersecurity. In fact, if I rename her, I'll add cybersecurity name. Jacqueline, Cybersecurity, Hansen, Kote, please picture. And Agric are powering the next generation of entrepreneurs. We are looking at opportunities, we are looking at challenges, and we are looking at how we can all win together. And we're going to look at the role of digital, we are going to look at how technology is transforming Agric and the opportunities within Agric. And I want to start with Stefan, because I think that about 2 weeks ago I was at Impuntu Technologies, which houses a lot of businesses. And I want to start with you. If we talk about digital for good, you are a pure technologist who is transforming different industries. What does it mean to you? And how does your mission and vision at Impuntu align with this?
Yeah, thank you very much. So I think there was a question on digital for good, which the audience were able to answer it very right. So I suspect that we already know what that means. But from my perspective, if there is a technology that has the right impact in our lives, then we are talking about the good of technology in our respective lives. But for us businesses, there are different sectors that technology can transform. So we at Impuntu, we have a vision which says that we would allow customers to freely achieve. And how do we make sure that every sector can use the power of technology to help them? And in terms of digital for good, I think there was a global research that was done between 2016 and 2020, and they realized that the global healthy life had improved from 58.5% to 63.3%. And this was as a result of how digital infrastructure had played a role in agriculture, in health, in education. So you could see that today someone wants to be able to access health services, and they are using telemedicine. This is how technology is impacting. That's technology for good. And making sure that the travel time that allows you to be able to visit the doctor, or maybe you can utilize the services of other medical doctors who are outside the jurisdiction because of technology, maybe technical know-how. So this is how technology is impacting in terms of technology for good or digital for good. When we look at the education sector also, today we have, I think recently the National Service had to do a new digital transformation, and how does that help people, like maybe students or people who are doing their national service? How do you reduce their travel time and register everything online? Today we are using mobile money, and I can send money to my mom without sending the money to a driver. She doesn't have a bank account. That inclusion that technology is bringing to bear is what Digital for Good is doing. So basically that's what I would say in terms of Digital for Good.
Thank you very much, Stefan. A round of applause for him. Now, what we are going to do is that when we go for the breakout sessions, Stefan will be leading one breakout session, and the objective of his breakout session is to help all of us to learn how we can use emerging technology to scale sustainably, okay? And the topic is tech-driven entrepreneurship, building scalable and sustainable businesses. So if you are here and that is the area of your interest, when we go for the breakout session, you will be in Stefan's breakout session. Now I want to come to you, Isoko, Daniel. You know, when we talk about technology, people see rockets, spaceships, like big things. So when we say we are using technology to, say, transform Agric, people really don't see it, because Agric in our minds has always been the whole cutlass, and these days some tractors and harvesters. with the work you've done at Isoko, what practical things are we doing with technology to change the way we do business, especially agribusiness?
Right. Thank you so much, my brother, and good morning, everyone. So technology is quite a very interesting thing that you would like to talk about this morning. Isoko exists today because of technology. And not just any technology, but mobile technology. When we started some 17 years ago, at that time, mobile phone had become very, very common. It was becoming popular around Africa. And so we thought, okay, how could you use a simple mobile device to solve some of the most intractable problems in agriculture, in agribusiness? And one thing that came to our mind was that at those days, if you were a farmer who lived in Techiman and you want to know the price of maize or soybean in Tamale or Accra market, there was no way for you to know that, unless, of course, you bought a bus or a truck and traveled the way down to Accra and go to Agogoshi market or Medina market and ask them about the prices. So he said, if you could develop a simple data service that allow a farmer in Techiman to know the price of tomatoes in Medina market, that would be a fantastic idea. The whole idea is that you call something price discovery. If a farmer knows that if I go to Techiman or Accra, I can sell my tomatoes by 10 cedis more, that farmer will be better off selling their tomatoes in the local community. And so we develop a simple system that allows the farmer to know the price of these commodities on their mobile devices. And so a farmer could just send a message to a short code, 1900, and there he will get an instant feedback of the price of tomatoes across all the important markets in Ghana. That's how we began, actually. So a simple market SMS service to allow farmers to know the price of information of commodities across the country. And then when farmers began using that, they got so interested. Oh, wow. I can sit in Tamale and know the price of maize in Accra. And then if you were a group of farmers who lives in Tamale, you could actually buy a truck and transport our truck of maize down to Accra and get a better price. So that's how simple technology like mobile device, SMS service, allow many more farmers in our country to now discover prices and discover markets and sell their crops. That was just one. I always say that the poverty gap we have in Africa and in Ghana is actually a technology gap. And because we don't have enough technological tools, people are not adopting technologies, we still are poor. Right? So if you could actually want to promote poverty alleviation efforts across the country, one good way to do that is to enable people to have access to the simple technology that we have. And so from the SMS service, you move into voice supported service, where one thing that we learned in the SMS was that farmers were not able to, some of them were not able to read the SMS messages. In fact, some of them, even they have a message, they can't even say they have a message. You have to take their phone and say, oh, you have a message here before they can even see that. And so what we did was to now move away from the SMS-based services to what you call voice-supported services, where you are now able to communicate with a farmer in their own local languages. So now, as we speak, we have over 50 local languages in Ghana. All the major important languages in Ghana are covered by Isoko services. And then you move to several, maybe later we'll talk about what you are doing now, but you have done simple things to ensure technology become accessible and affordable to people who live in a rural community, mainly farmers. You do weather forecasting. If you're a farmer in the past, if you're a farmer, you want to go to the farm to do anything, you have no idea how the weather is going to be. And so we just hire labor, 10 young people, we take them to the farm. By the time you get to the farm, it starts raining. What happens? You have to pay the people because you've actually made them go to the farm already. Meanwhile, if the farmer had a simple access to a weather forecast, he will know that, oh, indeed, today the weather is not good. So if I have to go take a labor to my farm, I have to wait for tomorrow to do that. So you allow all these services, simple support that allow any ordinary farmer to have access to this technology to improve what they're doing, actually increase their livelihood. So I'll share more about our stories in the time, but today we are in 20 countries in Africa. We reach more than 2 million farmers across the 20 countries. And these are all smallholder-based farmers who are leveraging on simple SMS, voice, IVR, call center services to improve their agricultural productivity. Wow. It's the way that I think technology can help smallholder farmers.
Wow. A round of applause for David. So basically, with technology, every day is a market day for the farmer, because they will know prices across the various markets and decide which market to sell. technology, we don't have to wait for Reverend Steve Nakoteko to give the weather report on GTV at 7:30 p.m. We can get it throughout the day. With technology, you can also get technical information to help you do better. That's great. Now, David will also be leading one of the breakout sessions on agri-tech for growth, transforming agri through digital innovation. And the objective for his breakout session will be to help us to build data-driven, collaborative agri ecosystems for businesses and innovators. Now, each of these breakout sessions, if you go and you pay attention, you can walk out with a business idea, or you can walk out with enough insights to improve your business. So make your decision and choose your fighter. We have 4 fighters here. Choose one, and when it's ready for the breakout session, you go with them. Ethel, I'm coming to you. We've been talking about innovating for impact. We've been talking about inclusion of women. We've been talking about getting the youth involved. How do we innovate for impact whilst creating the enabling environment for women to grow and also enable the youth to make the ideas scalable? It's 3 in 1, yeah?
Fully loaded question. The thing with technology is, in the end, for a very long time, we've always known that technology is the game for the youth, right? It's young people, energetic people finding ways to be creative and to solve the problems in their communities. The thing that allows technology to be impactful is that it allows us to bridge the gap to get services and systems to people. So again, a farmer who sits somewhere, the thing that I remember very much from Isoko from about 15 years ago was that it allowed the farmer to not be cheated by the middleman, right? So the farmer is sitting in, whatever village. The middleman will come and say, oh, in Accra, they're only selling a bucket for 50 cedis, so I can't buy it, I can't buy it below that, right? Or I'll make a loss. So he sells it. But now with that price, he knows that in Accra, they're selling it 100 cedis. So when the middleman comes, he can negotiate better. That is what tech enables us to do. A couple of years ago, we worked with the Gates Foundation. Years ago, this was before technology for health was a thing. But we went into the rural areas in northern Ghana, where we were able to provide information to pregnant women on nutrition, when to go to hospital, and we're able to track it, right? So these women would get, again, SMS at the time, some of them can't read. We were able to get a call, and then they tell them, you are in your 5th week of pregnancy. You should be eating this. You should go to the chip center. The chip center also has notification. That is what we can enable tech to reach underserved people. The thing that is important, and I'll tell everybody who has ambitions of building tech and being the next billion-dollar unicorn, is that you must understand who you're building for. It is very important. So when I give you that example of building in northern Ghana, we built the MVP or the system in Accra. Now when we went to northern Ghana, we had a few assumptions. One, the women have mobile phones in Ghana because the number said penetration. We get there and we realize that the phone, there's mostly one phone per home, and it is the husbands that have the phone. So women will get access to the phone in the evenings when their husbands come back. So we have to come back and recalibrate how we reach out to the women, because now we know the phones are not theirs. So how are we going to make sure that we get the information to them through their husband's phone in a way that is, So again, the important thing about building tech for impact is understanding who you're building for, the context of who you're building for, and how they behave, right? Behavioral analysis. How does that person decide to allocate funding, right? A lot of people come and say, we want to build for the underserved, and they're like, we'll build for poor people, and And I go, okay, But how does that person allocate how they spend? What is important to that person in the family? You can say, oh, because somebody makes 50 cedis a day as a laborer, maybe what is important to them is food. You might be wrong, right? There has to be an understanding and then applying the technology to then bridge the gap.
Thank you. A round of applause for Ethel. When she was talking about Northern Ghana, previously, the whole town will have one spot where they get network. So they'll put a pole there and put another small timber piece on it. So that's where you go and stand and you get access. So the husband owns the phone for the whole family. But even that, you have to take your turn to get access. But these days, like I said, wherever I travel to, I get full data. And you see, tech as a farmer, what tech does for me is numerous. I'll give you an example. Previously, I would need a surveyor to come and survey my farm, geotag my trees, and all these things. But because I have 4G internet on the farm, I just use Google Earth, walk around the farm, and take the coordinates of the whole farm, and then close the KML file, and I have my farm surveyed. I send it to the surveyor, this is a KML, just extract it, put it on a sheet of paper, add everything, let me come and sign. I'm not going to pay you 50,000 cedis come and survey my land. If I have to geotag my trees, I just take my same Google Earth, and every location I go, I pin it, and I've geotagged it. So for just the fact that MTN has extended service to wherever I farm, I'm saving money on surveying because I'm using my digital knowledge and I'm doing better. So these are some of the practical examples that those of us on the field, we see every day with the availability of tech. I'm going to come to you, but I'm not coming to you yet because you'll be summing up a lot of the things for us. So I want to come back to you, Stefan. You've done a lot in this space, and this will be my last round of questions because I don't want to take all the questions here. We have the panel, your breakout sessions, and coming up. So I'm just teasing out the conversation so that when you go into the breakout, you follow from there. What are the key skills the next generation of tech entrepreneurs need? What must they have to be able to succeed?
Okay, so I lecture in a university called Ashesi University. I've been there for 10 years, and over a period of time, I've had the opportunity to see different crops of students. And I love technology. My first degree was computer science, and I moved to MIS to do management in information system because I wanted to run. By the way, I worked in MTN for 9 years before leaving, right? And I went to do my PhD in big data and all those ones. So whilst I was doing all these, I felt that maybe technological skill was the most important thing for me. I felt that being skillful was what was very important. In university, I was a very good student, maybe if not the best student, but I think I was a very good student. So I thought that this would enable me to do very well in my role as an engineer. Working as an engineer, because I was a very good developer, whilst I was in MTN, I wrote a lot of scripts to be able to bring, I think when I joined MTN, to bring one cell site, maybe for you to be able to initiate a call, for you to make, you have to integrate, do a lot of scripting that would allow you to do that. But because I was a computer scientist, I felt that I needed to write a lot of lines of codes to be able to do that. When I was able to achieve that, my Lebanese boss was excited about what I could do. So we were able to do only 4 sites in a day, but my involvement allowed us to be able to do about 16 or 20 sites at a go. I could do 100 because it was a script. So I saw myself very important. But I realized that there was an attitudinal problem. See, I was the best student. So anything that you do, I felt that, look, I can do it. I'll not do it at the time. So my bosses had a lot of problems with me. So I could not work with a team. And also critical thinking was a problem because this is what I learned. It was a lot of true and poor things. So that's what I learned in school. That affected my relationships. I wanted to move to enterprise business, and the department had just been formed. And I went for the interview, and my boss told me that I don't qualify to be in the enterprise business because I needed.
You don't qualify.
Yeah. Because so I needed some soft skill. I needed all these kind of things because I was hard. All that because I knew I was the best person. I got angry, I resigned, and I formed a company called Nalo Solutions. That's where I learned the skill that would allow me to bring me to where I am. So what I tell my students, this skill, this hard skill, today with artificial intelligence, it can do 90%, more than 90%, maybe it's an understatement. It can do most of those things. Your ability to be able to have the right attitude, that skill. So I'm running away from no digital skill, no all those kind of things. Because in my office, we've created our own AI called Snowly. I can write a script of code and it to do all this vibe coding for me. Even if my presentation that I had for today, it was done by my Snowly AI. So these are skills that will allow me to do presentation. But my attitude towards relationship, how to be able to make sure that I am critical in my thoughts. The soft side is what I pulled out. So every year we pick about 1,000 students at Impuntu, and all that we spend doing is to teach them how to communicate, how to translate the technology that they understand into human relationship. What are those skills that you need to do? So now, today, if my child always uses AI to be able to do her work. So it means that after 20 years, she might not be able to reason very well. Everything that she would outsource her thinking to a machine. It is a problem. So how do we train the critical thoughts of children? That is a skill that we need. Because in the next 5 years, AI is going to go down. I've predicted that AI will die. It's going to be like the internet that you cannot tell, right? So when it's dead and you have outsourced all your knowledge in terms of your hardcore skill to AI, how do you reason? So that soft skill, that critical thinking, that ability to be empathetic towards people, to be able to make sure that you have to work as a team, those things that you would have done in the business administration or the BA courses, these are the skill I am projecting to say. So I'm running away from the digital skill that you say you should be doing, because those ones are outsourced now to AI and all those ones. So that's what I would say to this.
Thank you. So a whole Elon Musk, they said you didn't qualify for the job.
Yeah.
Hey, Charlie, tell your AI to go and deal with them.
Yes.
I'm going to come to you, Daniel. I've been saying that technology has made things easier and easier and easier. So for people who are listening to me for the first time, they will think that there are no problems, there are no challenges. But indeed, there are practical challenges everybody must anticipate. What are some of them, some of the practical challenges we have now? And how should people approach these challenges as they go along in their journey?
Yeah, right. So I think for those of us in Ghana, if you tell anybody that there are no challenges, people will laugh at you. We have so many issues. We have tons and tons and thousands of issues that must be solved. I mean, just look around. Just leave this hotel. This is a 5-star hotel. Just live around and walk the street. And then there you see clear challenges staring at you in the faces. So there's so many of them. So it depends on the sector that you are interested in. So if you're interested in agriculture, for example, which I'm passionate about, I always love to be in agricultural environment. You see that there are a lot of issues with value addition. Right, and so the major issue we have in our agriculture sector in Ghana now is because we are unable to process anything. And so even now as we speak, we're still exporting our cocoa in their raw forms to Europe and to Americas. We are still exporting our bauxite, the rocks. You go to Western region now, you see trucks with raw rocks being shipped out of the country. Right, these are things that when you see, it saddens you, because these blocks that are being shipped in their raw state to Europe and to America will come back as a form of steel, and then you go and buy them. And then you complain that iron rods are going up. It's just because we are unable to add value to the basic things that you got. And until we are able to do that, you're still going to be in the situation where we are now. And so for me, if you ask me about the challenge that we have in the country, it's value addition. How do you add value to any simple thing that we have in the country, from the raws I mentioned, to our gold, to our cocoa, to our food, to our mango, oranges, everything that you think of. How do we add value to that? And if you see, yesterday, a young man came to my office. I was in a program in this same venue yesterday, and then the guy said, he wants to do a business. And he wants to have an idea what area he should come. And then when he came to me, he was like, okay, I've been thinking about all of this. And I want to know, are they the right solutions? And I asked him, who are you designing this solution for? Is it for me living in Accra or my children who go to the schools, or is it for younger people or older people? The gentleman had no idea who the solution is for. He just has a very brilliant idea. I think that this idea can solve something, but he doesn't really know who has to benefit from this solution. And so you see a challenge, a clear challenge you see on the road. You see everyone has to drive. The question is, how do you solve for that particular issue that you face? And who is going to benefit from it? Those are basic business that when you do, people think about this, oh wow, how come I didn't think about this? If you cast our mind back 10, 15 years ago, we were looking for a simple taxi to go to office or to go to school. You stand on the street, and then no taxi will be coming. If a taxi gets there, it is full. At the same time, a taxi driver somewhere in other parts of Accra is roaming the street with no passengers in it. Somebody sat down in California and said, look, I can develop a simple mobile service that anybody who's looking for a taxi can just use their phone and request for a nearby driver who doesn't have a passenger. And so this kind of ideas that you see people doing, it's like, oh, how come? This is a great idea. How come nobody else thought about that? One question the guy asked me yesterday was that I'm afraid that some of these solutions are too big for me to develop. I'm a small boy. I think that these are big problems that I cannot solve. But the question, if you're an entrepreneur, there's nothing too big for you to solve. If sometimes think about it, Father, oh, if this was that easy, how come nobody else is doing that? The fact that people are not doing this means that you are the one that is thinking. And so I think that once you look at issues in that light, that okay, these are what I think can solve real life problems, then you think about who else will benefit, who are the main users, and can I make money out of that? That for me is also a very important piece that we need to solve. If you can design something that people can pay for it, then you're in a good position to solve real life issues that affect people.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello? Thank you. Now, I'm going to give Ethel your final question before I come to Jacqueline, because I have a lot for you. What advice do you have for us? Those of us who are trying to balance passion and profit. Back at City, I had a heated argument with my colleague, David, because we were talking about passion and profit. And I said, Charlie, we will do business for profit. There is nothing like passion. And he says, so people who are excellent in business do business for passion. How do we balance passion and profit? Young entrepreneurs.
Yeah. Well, that's a tough question, right? So part of my learning over the last 15 years of being in business and running my own business, I came from a place of passion, right? I started from a place of passion. So tech has always been an area that has made sense to me. One, because I was mathematically inclined, I was engineering inclined, and it just made sense to me to be able to build things, because I've always wanted to build things. I just wasn't creative, and tech gave me the chance to do that. So I came at it from a place of passion, but then there was a point at which you have to then ask yourself, are you just having fun or are you building a business, right? And that's where the point where I had to say, okay, from this point, we've got to start inculcating things into my pricing. I remember I had a business coach at the beginning who was very much just like, increase your prices. What's your problem? Just, increase your prices. And I was very worried, right? Because I want to do the project. I was like, yes, I know you want to do the project, but 10%, add 20%. Like over time, you get comfortable with asking for a lot of money. So part of that is that passion is important. That is the thing that will keep you when it's very difficult. That is the thing that will keep you going when it's just, you've gone to 100 clients and 100 has said no, right? That's what will keep you. But without the sort of additional dimension of wanting to be profitable, then all you have is just a hobby that you're playing with, right? You're trying out things, it makes you happy, and you're playing. There are things as I always say, people find a hobby if you want to do things that you just play with. Do it, right? I've decided I'm the chief supporter of the Black Queens now, so I will go to every match that I can. I found a hobby, I'll do it. That doesn't make me profit, I'm good, right? But when I'm sitting and I'm looking at my numbers, I am very clear on how many people are working on the project, how much do they cost me while they're working on the project. I then put that in my pricing, right? So that I am pricing well, I am thinking about the opportunity of how do we ensure that we can make money and we can scale. Because when you can scale, then you can do more interesting things and support your passion.
So you need to balance it. If it's just passion, then it's a hobby. Until you start seeing money, it's just a hobby. Once you start seeing money sustainably, consistently, then it's a business. Great, thank you so much. Now, I reserved Jacqueline for the last because, hello? Because there is something that all of us will worry about when our businesses start growing. How many of you have dealt with scammers before? Has a scammer called you before and told you that, hello, this is Jesus Christ speaking? You've not experienced that before, eh? Charlie, some guy called and said, hello. I said, hi. He said, is this Joseph? I said, yes. He said, this is your son, Jesus Christ speaking. Somebody sent you money and I was like, Pastor, if you are called, then he started insulting me. Yes, now we are talking about agric and tech. And once you start integrating tech solutions and you start scaling, the scammers will find you. And Jacqueline is the one who has all the solutions to solve our problem. That's why I made the three of them speaker and left Jacqueline for the last, so that I have this one-on-one with her. But we also have the breakout sessions. You have a lot more time with Jacqueline. So Jacqueline, why should we start thinking about cybersecurity? I know the answer everybody would give is because of the scammers. But why is it really critical for us in today's digital space?
Thank you, Coach. I must say you've left the best for last. Okay, so I think I don't need to convince you about the importance of tech, the growth of tech, or how central tech is becoming to our lives and what we are all sort of on the stage here doing. Even with this program, it's streaming on YouTube, it's streaming on LinkedIn, and that's we're applying tech to it. So I think tech has become very central to our lives. Doc number one said, Isoko was started with the proliferation of mobile phones. So it was started based on the fact that tech was going somewhere, and then tech was, sort of building up slowly. Now, as we increasingly use mobile phones, the internet, I like what Stefan said. He said, AI will become like the internet. Everybody will be using it. It will start going down. It will be a normal, it'll be a default setting. As we have become very comfortable and this is the normal, risk also increases. Like you said, scammers for one. There's so many things that we are now exposed to, or now we are now vulnerable to, as we continually use tech for different things, and it penetrates every area of our lives. So the attack surface now increases. Okay, if you didn't have a phone, you didn't have a tablet, you didn't have a laptop, you didn't have mobile money, a scammer won't call you. If you have just a yam with no mobile money, what scammer is going to call you? Okay, now once you delve into those things and go into those things, then you become attractive to scammers, to cyber threats, and I dare say cyber threats are targeted more at people than systems. Okay, we are the most vulnerable. Systems have their safeguards in place, they normally would not fail. People, depends. If you catch me and I'm very distracted, I'm doing something, maybe somebody, as I would say, as seasoned at me, could probably even give you my mobile money pin because I'm distracted, and I was probably expecting a call from somebody. You get me? So with the times in which we are in, it's become very important that cybersecurity for businesses becomes a strategic enabler. It can't be a defensive function any longer. It needs to be an enabler for growth, for innovation, for continuity. Okay, when your system, for example, Doc spoke about agritech. Take a mango farmer who conducts a mango exporter who conducts all their business online. They do all their WhatsApp and their orders and communication through WhatsApp, their logistics through WhatsApp. They pay through mobile money. A few of the scenarios have been given us here. And imagine your phone gets hacked. Okay, now these will lead to delays. You lose orders. You lose quite a lot. You lose information. You lose quite a lot. you need to take that initiative to protect yourself. Okay, so you need to understand cybersecurity. Even in its most basic form, it can no longer be the premise of your IT people. You say, okay, let the IT people deal. No, it's something that encompasses each and every one of us here. As long as you have a mobile phone, you are online, you are doing something, you have a business that runs, that you use some form of technology for, it's something that we need to understand and get involved with. One attack can erode your business trust, you lose money, you lose credibility, okay, and your business can be crippled from one attack. And if you don't put the proper safeguards and structures in place, you might never recover from it.
Can you share some of the everyday cyber threats small businesses face, and some of the things we can do practically to reduce the risk
most definitely
of these threats?
So some of the threats, you have business email compromise. I'll say them now. You have phishing. You have insider threats from your insiders. You have mobile payment vulnerabilities as well. With phishing and social engineering is the scammers who call us. Okay, they don't have all the information, but they are trying. Okay, they are fishing for information, and I think you fall for it, and you realize when you sit back and think about it, you realize I could have easily not falling for this if I was paying more attention, or if I'd asked more questions. So that's really social engineering. They are calling you to engineer you, they are managing you, they are bossing you small, they are saying half truths, or they are giving you part of the information, and you are ending it, the sentence in your mind with the correct information, and you are giving it to them. That's social engineering. With phishing, they'll send you an email, a text. So many people have fallen prey to these WhatsApp texts where you click a link and they take over your WhatsApp because you don't have 2FA in place. That's phishing. You have to understand and know how to identify or ask the right questions to make sure that you are escaping that trap that they've set for you. Business email compromise. I can get an email, maybe I work for Doc, I can get an email from Doc saying, I authorize you to pay Stefan 20 million Ghana cedis. I don't check because I saw Dr. Dan there. I assume it's him. I didn't even check the rest of the email address. I just said, oh, Doc has emailed me to do something. I didn't check with him, and I just pay the money. That's business email compromise. People impersonate your bosses or sort of the CFO or the people who have authority in companies to send out mails in their name, and these are carried out, and you are defrauded. Okay, insider threats. And like I said, with systems, the right structures normally are put in place, okay, to protect yourself. With people, this is a bit more tricky, okay. You might have an employee who doesn't properly understand or who left the door open. So what I'll say is, if you're a farmer, you know you have to secure your tractor, why are you not securing your service? Why are you not securing your phone or other technology elements that you are using? Okay, you need to put the proper security in place so that, and with the people inside as well, because insider threat is really like the gates being opened from the inside for the thieves. Instead of the thieves breaking in, they have somebody inside who would open the gate legitimately for them or unintentionally for them to come in.
So you have, say, a Facebook page, and you allow some of your staff to co-manage the page.
Yes.
If that person doesn't have two-factor authentication, for example, and they click on all these funny links, somebody can hack their account and take over your...
And start asking for money, start tarnishing your reputation, start saying different things that aren't good. So, I mean, how we can combat these things, your cyber hygiene needs to improve drastically. By cyber hygiene, just watch the way you conduct yourself in the cyberspace. Your password should be good. It shouldn't be your birthday. These days, because of photo shoots and stuff, we all know each other's birthdays. We all know how old everybody is. We can figure out your year of birth. You can even figure out your wedding anniversary date. You get me? Because we overshare online. Now, you need to be more circumspect in choosing a password. Use something like a passphrase somebody can never figure out or tie to you. Change them often. We say passwords are like toothbrushes. Change them often and don't share. Okay, use a password manager should this become too much for you to manage. Have two-factor authentication or multi-factor authentication. That's where you have a padlock on your gate, you add a second padlock. So by the time the thief soars to one padlock, he has another one to do. And chances are you come and catch them before you're there. That's in a nutshell what multi-factor authentication is. So have that in place. Conduct awareness for your staff, for yourself. Keep up to date with simple techniques that scammers are coming up with. These days, I dare say with AI coming up and going down, as Stefan has said, the scams are going to get more sophisticated. We all need to be on guard. You know, with the proliferation of AI, how much AI is embedded in our day-to-day life, scams are going to get better. Let's all be careful. Okay, take backups of your information. Keep backups of all the information you have. If you're conducting your business on WhatsApp, make sure you are backing up your WhatsApp. If this phone dies or falls in water, you should be able to log into the other phone and retrieve all your information. Okay, and you need to think a bit broadly about how you are keeping your backups as well. If you're keeping your backups in somewhere that is going to get flooded, and you lose your backups and you lose your main, then what did you do? Okay, so a little more thought needs to go into keeping your data, ensuring there's continuity of your business in terms of your information, your data, and your online or digital services as well. I would say, what's the last one? Keep backups. Have an incident response plan. So these days we are not dealing with when, if you get hacked. We're dealing with when you get hacked, because it's very likely. Now you have, Kojo, you have your phone you're using for your agric business. One of your little boys takes it and inadvertently clicks on a link that was sent by a scammer. Gone. You didn't do it.
Yeah.
You know how these kids like that can take your phone and play, and they all know you. They'll know your codes and they'll draw your So inadvertently you've been hacked. Okay. What do? You need to make sure you have a tested or well understood incidents we need to know and understand and be able to put that plan into action once you are compromised in any way or once you lose very good your.
I want to ask you your final question, and then what people should also expect from your breakout session. Then I'll come to Doc, and then we'll end with Ethel. But my final question for you before you tell us what to expect from you is that what is MTN doing? What role is MTN playing in ensuring our digital safety?
So there's quite a lot we're doing. We're organizing programs like this, equipping SMEs, other entrepreneurs with tools, with ideas to move forward with, to protect yourselves. Look forward to a lot of security products coming in 2026 from the Enterprise Business Solutions place. We are also working very hard to secure our network services, all the services that we provide to you. Kojo talked about how he uses TurboNet wherever he goes. Stefan talked about when he talked with us about cell sites. I mean, if we weren't doing much and we allowed these services to be vulnerable, I dare say that we wouldn't be enjoying the type of sort of digital growth and innovation that we are. So we're working very hard to secure our services as well that we offer to the companies. So we're doing quite a lot of awareness. This is October. October is traditionally Cybersecurity Awareness Month, hence my t-shirt. We're going to rural areas. We've gone to secondary schools. We've been to Kumasi. We've been to Takoradi to talk with people, our staff, with our customers as well. We've been on radio sharing the good message. So like Paul, we've been around preaching a lot as well about being secure and improving and maintaining your cyber hygiene.
Great. So are you ready for the breakout sessions? Yes. Do you have enough foundation from here to build on at the breakout sessions? And have you decided which rooms you are going to? Yes. Good. So Jacqueline, your session, we are going to have a conversation on cybersecurity in a digital economy, protecting your business and innovation. And the objective of your session is to build trust and security into every digital venture. What should people expect when they come to your session?
Just very quick tips on how you, the easy and cheap way to build cybersecurity into your business, into your innovations, into your designs. Don't leave cybersecurity to be an afterthought. Mm-hmm. You know, many companies, you do everything and then you call the security people, then they say, no, you can't go, this thing is insecure, you can't go for it. Then everybody says security is a roadblock, and no, we are strategic enablers, but we have to come in very quickly. So, I mean, just a few tips on how you can, move forward and the dangers of sort of leaving security behind. Yeah.
Now, Daniel, you are leading the conversation on agri-tech for growth. What should people expect in your session?
Right, we're going to digest agri-tech into detail. You're going to go a bit more granular into what really agri-tech is, what are real-life solutions in agri-tech environment, what are the challenges that you are likely to face if you want to become an agri-tech entrepreneur? Indeed, also, what are the opportunities in the sector? What are some of the government and international programs that you could take advantage of if you would like to be an agri-tech entrepreneur? And then also, general conversation about, it's going to be a very fun conversation about agri-tech, agriculture, agribusiness, all of that into one boss.
Right. Now, Stefan, you said that you used your homemade AI solution to prepare your presentation. What should people expect?
Yeah, so I think Africa needed someone who would take a bold step to make sure that we are not consumers anymore, but we are also sitting at the table to ensure that we can contribute what we have, because the fifth industrial revolution, because we've moved away from the fourth industrial revolution to the fifth industrial revolution, and at the fifth industrial revolution we are saying that how is there collaboration between artificial intelligence, that's robotics, and human being. That is the fifth industrial revolution. So we have taken our time to build that revolution so that we are not consumers of things. So something what we call ChatGPT, we spent about 3 years, right, revamping that one. So 6 years ago, we had launched it right before ChatGPT, because we were one of the first people that we even did that before DeepSeek, but Africa could not tell the story of the African people. So these days, we are telling the story. So what I'm expecting you to do is that, to see the investments that we have put in place, right, that understands the nuances of the African continent, how you speak, your tonation, your culture, your tribal, your religious, your communal things, how we've been intentional in making sure that that tool has been built. And today we have something called Snowley AI, which is just that. For example, today, anyone who wants to be able to communicate to their client, you use WhatsApp to be able to do that. Most companies who have a lot of money will use URLs or APIs to integrate on WhatsApp. You say, maybe if you want to buy DSTV, dial 1, you pay for DSTV, you go to the bank, dial 1. It's expensive for you to do that. What we have done, we've created a Snowley WhatsApp, where irrespective of your customers, you can train your model within 5 minutes. You put all your knowledge area, what you've been doing on your website or any information. 5 minutes, it is trained and it understands what you've been doing. So if you have your Instagram and all that, all the conversations that you might have had in the past, it has profiled you. It's part of your training model. So now when your customers begin to relate to you, it responds to you as if it is a human being doing that particular thing. So this is how we have used AI to deploy. These are bespoke systems, so you'll be seeing more of the conversations that are there. And how do you start this conversation? How does it be integrated in most of the solutions? These are the discussions we'll be having in our session.
So Stefan's session is on tech-driven entrepreneurship, and Ethel will be leading the conversation on innovating for impact. What should you expect?
Well, a very, very interesting talk. So I'll have you know that this week, the Black Queens, I'm talking about the Black Queens again, the Black Queens have qualified for the Women's African Cup of Nations. Tuesday, we scored Egypt 4-0 after scoring them 3-0 in Egypt. So my talk will be about using the Black Queens methodology on how to do technology for impacts.
So the breakout sessions are going to be 30 minutes interactive discussions, and then you have 15 minutes for Q&A, and then you have a 5-minute wrap-up, okay? And then when you come in here, each group will select one person to come and tell us the things you discussed and what you've learned, okay, so that we can all pick something from each of the groups. Are we ready for that? Are we ready for that? Good. So please put your hands together for my panelists as they take their seats. Thank you all so much. But we are not going to go straight for the breakout session. We are going to put the Slido link up again. We have some more questions and we have some more. No, wait. Let's take a group photo of you before you go. Yes. And let's have the Slido on the screen whilst we take the photo. We have some more questions for you because we have phones to give, we have hampers to give. So we are just going to take one quick group photo, and then we will answer questions from this session we just had, okay? So that somebody can win a phone and a spa, a lot of things. If you get a spa and you don't want it, you can give it to me. I should join them, Okay, Charlie, when the big people are taking photos and you want small people to join, it's a problem. Well, let me join. Good. Thank you. So, are you ready? Who wants to beat Ezra? Oh, it wasn't Ezra who won the first one. It was Ezra, right? Derek, yes. So, who doesn't want to be Ezra? Who wants to be Derek? Let's put it up. Let's see if we can get some more winners. Or I should ask my own personal question first. If you already scanned it and your tab is open, you are good. Once the question comes up, you can answer. But if you've not scanned it, you can scan now and continue the process. So, are you ready? Where is Shika? Shika, where are you? Papa Boateng. Is Papa Boateng in here? Where are you? I'm on a NSMQ, no? Manuel. Manuel is in here? Okay. Hey, Camry Tego. Online. Toyota Camry. Camry, who are not friend about no Corolla. Nana, Vitz. Okay, Kukwa. Okay. So, are we ready now? Are we ready? Should the questions come? Okay. 77 people. Previously, we had more people. Okay. Impuntu focuses on building bridges, digital transformation and data solutions, farming tools, event management. What does Impuntu Technologies do? Okay, 70 people. Okay, we are getting more people. So 62 people said digital solutions. One person said building bridges. 6 said farming tools. 1 said event management. Charlie, Impuntu, so you build bridges now. Sa bridge now, Labadi. Where is Doc? Charlie, go and build that bridge. Okay, let's go to the next one. Isoko helps farmers by providing market prices and weather updates, banking loans, land for farming, social media ads. Impuntu builds bridges. Okay, so Isoko helps by providing market prices and weather updates, banking loans. Hey, Daniel. Hey, come alone. Land for farming, social media ads. Okay. Should we go to the next one? The strongest passwords usually contain only letters, personal names, a mix of symbols, numbers, and letters, and birthdays. Charlie, this MTN said they will bring me a cake on my birthday, 29th December. 29th, come and look for me. And let's eat. Hey, Charlie, this one there. Charlie, you should clap for yourselves. Hey, all of you. Okay, let's see the fourth one. What does innovation with purpose mean? Creating products for fun, developing solutions that solve real problems, launching more social media apps, and copying global trends. Innovation with purpose. Charlie, what could you do now? This is the final one. Mind you, if you answer the correct answer fast, it helps you with your chances of winning. So the final one is coming. Innovation. In innovation, the key to sustainability is constant adaptation, repeating the same model, ignoring feedback, and avoiding risks. Okay, constant adaptation 84, repeating the same model 4, ignoring feedback 0, avoiding risks 4. Okay, so 92 out of 111 people. Can we see the winners now? Drum roll. Hey, I will say. Oh, so you won. Yeah, where is Clenham? Clenham Glover. This is Clenham. So why were you so excited? You made it to the. What's your name?
Prince Fifi York.
So which one is? You are the fifth one.
So the first one I was 47th, and I'm part of the top 5.
Charlie, the first one he was 47th, and this one is part of the top 5. It is improvement. It is improvement. The first one, what was your number?
30 first.
Out of 120. So you were in the top 30%, and this one you were
11th.
Oh, why are they? Charlie, Madam, how are you? What's your name?
Bennett.
You can tell me the best one. Don't tell me the first one or this, but the best one.
10th.
Oh, you were 10th. And it's like crazy. Charlie, who was in top 5 in the first one and is in top 5 in this one? Any of you? Sally, my mama fans are first one who they saying
50 something.
But we know they saying
Mambim cry.
So Clenham Glover. Come here. What is your actual name?
Clenham Glover.
What are you doing here? I know the person who told me to take photo. And you think we'll let you win? Come here from me, Peter.
Impuntu excellent.
Impuntu. Oh, you work with Impuntu. Yeah. Should he win? Okay, wait. The lady, should he win? Whatever the ladies say is the truth. So Clenham, you've won. Yes, so Clenham. Why is Nidaku Otu? This Nidaku. I know Nidaku Otu. His nickname is Mo Shatter. Kwesi Prempe, are you here? Kwesi, the first one, who did he say? Where is AJ? AJ. Oh, Charlie, AJ, this one. The first one, who did he say? Okay. And then Prince Fifi York. But Prince, the first one too, then you did inside, oh? Okay. So please put your hands together for Clenham. Well done. You get a phone, you get a gift voucher, you get another gift voucher. But because you work at Impuntu, the Impuntu gift voucher, no, we will take it and we'll give it to the lady who screamed for Prince. We won't give that one to you. So we are going to go for the breakout session. Ushers will direct us to where we are going. The breakout session on cyber, Jacqueline's breakout session on cybersecurity will be upstairs. Ethel will take the breakout session online. And then Stefan will take his breakout session in here. And then Daniel will take his breakout session upstairs. So the ushers will take the leaders of the various breakout sessions to their places. So if you are joining Daniel's breakout session, as he walks out, you can follow him. So Daniel, please go first so that your people can follow you. Then after that, Jacqueline will move and then you can follow Jacqueline. Now as you go out for the breakout sessions, when you are coming back, we have an exhibition. Try to see what the various businesses are doing at the exhibition so that you take advantage of their solutions. So Daniel is going up. Now Jacqueline is next. So Jacqueline, you may move. Your people are ready for you. And then Stefan will stay in here. So that is Jacqueline. She's moving now. So if you are going to join her breakout session, kindly follow her to the top. And then Frimpoma will take Ethel to her station for the online session. I think the rest of us in here, we should move forward, right? Those who are joining Stefan's session, please move forward. So please.
Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, we put the final touch. There we have it. Crap. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Take 5 minutes, guys.
People, the hustle is real, but Ghanaians are pushing it. I have been so inspired by what people are doing. If you now you know do for yourself, nobody will do for you. So you for do that.
MTN.
We put the final touch. There we have it. Crap. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Take 5 minutes, guys.
People, the hustle is real, but Ghanaians are pushing it. I have been so inspired by what people are doing. If you now you know do for yourself, nobody will do for you. So you for do that.
MTN.
Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, we put the final touch. There we have it. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Take 5 minutes, guys. Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, we put the final touch. There we have it. Crap. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Take 5 minutes, guys.
People, the hustle is real, but Ghanaians are pushing it. I have been so inspired by what people are doing. If you now you know do for yourself, nobody will do for you. So you for do that.
MTN.
We put the final touch. There we have it. Crap. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Take 5 minutes, guys.
People, the hustle is real, but Ghanaians are pushing it. I have been so inspired by what people are doing. If you now you know do for yourself, nobody will do for you. So you for do that.
MTN.
Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, we put the final touch. There we have it. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Take 5 minutes, guys.
Going to the library.
Okay. I'm going for my graduation. Go well.
Education changes stories, and being part of these stories is the real passion for us. MTN.
Going to the library.
Okay. going for my graduation. Go well.
Education changes stories, and being part of these stories is the real passion for us. MTN. Education changes stories, and being part of these stories is the real passion for us. MTN.
Try to put pressure on government to ensure that what are the areas in terms of technology enablement, right, we can put in place to ensure that we can get the ecosystem to work. That's what I do there. Secondly, I train people. Like I also teach in the university, which I already mentioned, and I've been doing that for 10 years. I also lecture in other universities. Recently, I was being given appointed at University of Ghana to be able to teach in their master's course, right? But I feel that it is important to also see how does technology play a role in education. So I would also speak about that. The third one is now my journey in Ubuntu. So how did Ubuntu start? Because I had other companies, but I started this business out of maybe another need, right? So when we started, our focus was to do AI. That's how we started. So we started 9 years ago, and we wanted to do AI. And by the time we started with the AI technology, people did not understand what we meant by AI. It was very difficult to explain because my last role at MTN was an OSS administrator, and my job was to be able to pick data and give to management to see which area of the region or Ghana should we invest more towers so that we can be able to get a return on investment. Or if there are a lot of downtimes and all those ones, how does it impact the customer and all those ones? So I was working with a lot of data given to management to ensure that they can take a decision. That is where I decided to pursue my PhD in big data and AI. So when I was doing my PhD, I found interest in how do we sell knowledge to people? Because the basic thing is that whatever you are doing, at the end of the day, you need intelligence to be able to take a decision. So I wanted to be able to see how do we now sell that intelligence to every sector? Because whether you are in agric, you are into fashion, you are into any other thing, you need knowledge to be able to take a certain kind of decision, even in the education sector. So I decided to build a data pipeline. But when I approached organization, they kept saying that we already have technology that was doing this. Everyone said that because at that time they were talking about business intelligence because databases existed. Because when there's a small graph or there's a small presentation, everyone said, oh, we already had. But that was not what I was trying to sell. I was selling artificial intelligence, but not the business intelligence. You don't have to worry. Do you have it now? Okay. So like I said, I'm doing it from a client perspective. Oh, sorry. Oh. How does it go? Okay. Okay, so this is in Punto, this is our office. I don't know if of you have seen service in Chado. Anyone have seen it before? So if you go to Chado, yeah, that's where our office is. So this is our office building, and we are ISO certified, right? And ISO, you see what Jacqueline said, you cannot be in an organization that security and quality and privacy is not taken care of. So irrespective of whatever you do, by all means, people will come and attack you. You cannot build a house and not put burglar proof. For those of you who do not want to see burglar proof, you want to put maybe they are bulletproof, maybe your glasses are. You cannot build a house without doing that. That's what Jacqueline was trying to explain. Irrespective of all the effort that we do, you need some level of protection. So that protection, there are standards or that allows you to be able to comply. So we are ISO certified in that. Geographically, we are situated across different regions. So we are in UK, we are in India, we are in all those. So this time we are expanding to other organizations. So we mentioned that our mission is to be able to make the right impact, allowing every sector of the economy to work. For example, if you take AGI, there are about 22 sectors. So you take the agri sector. There are things that technology can make your job easy. When you come to the garments, there are technology that can help you. When you come to maybe farming, technology can help you, transportation and all those ones. So focus on your core business whilst we will use technology to enable you, just like what MTN is trying to do. And we are riding on the infrastructure of MTN to be able to ensure that we can provide the service that we do. Because if we do not have the kind of, because in our office we have MTN, we are using MTN to be able to power the infrastructure, the data center that we are using, right? And the technology, the USSD, the SMS, we are utilizing MTN services. So we are also riding on that to be able to ensure that people can freely achieve. That's our mission organization. I started this journey by saying that we wanted to sell knowledge, which is the AI and big data that I'm talking about. And in selling that kind of knowledge, people confuse business intelligence because they had graphs that could show total number of customers that we are serving and total number of customers that are not happy, total number of staff which are churning, total number of money that we have made. All those graphs give everyone a representation that we had these kind of things. But it had to, the onus lied on us to be able to ensure that we needed to tell the story. So in telling the story, we needed to harness data ourselves to make sure that when we get the data, we can exemplify the things that we were saying to anybody that wanted to sell knowledge to. Do you get what I'm saying? So we started going to valued added services. So when you go to a bank and you withdraw money and you get an SMS, or you go to maybe you want to do advert, you send a bulk message to people. We didn't say, okay, this is enough data that can allow us to do that one. So we had a partnership with MTN and we built maybe MTN's messenger that allows people to be able to come and do bulk message and all those ones. We built it on that particular platform. But we also had clients that wanted to sell too. So we built it in such a way that there was a need, because our focus was to get data and now build knowledge out of that. Every knowledge, whether it is English or it has mathematics or has data in it, everything should have meant something for us. So we now convince banks, insurance companies that look, we can create intelligence out of that and we give them a good price at a competitive price. And also when the messages fail, how do we make sure that you would get it on promptly? So we did that and we became one of the top 3 in terms of largest. So we're doing over 150 million messages a month in terms of processing. That is enough data over a part of 6 years to be able to now build knowledge out of that. That is how we started. We started helping businesses to build USSD for their businesses and all that one. And we started doing voice messaging for people to be able to make sure that it gets maybe, it can complement their customer service operation. Then we started going to people that, you know something, you want email services, you can get automatic email for people that when you want to be able to reach out to people, how do you compose automatic email that you can do bulk marketing to them? So this was what we're building for people. That allowed us to be able to harness enough data. Then when we were doing that, we realized that USSD SMS was not enough. So we went into building software. So in building software, we partnered with MTN again and the Association of Ghana Industry to build softwares for small businesses, just like you'd have used to be able to do your financial reporting record. But at that time, because we were not accountants, we were not salespeople, we felt that, look, we needed to be able to pilot certain companies. So we picked 150 companies through Mastercard Foundation to say that, okay, if I'm selling dresses, do you have your inventory? Who are your customers? When you sell, how do you see your profitability and all that? We started doing all these things. Then at the end of the year, Mastercard wanted to give loans to people. Fidelity wanted to give loans to people. These guys did not have, these enterprises did not have data to be able to show to banks to be able to get those loans. Luckily for those that we had piloted, they had some small data, but we did not understand accounting. An accounting platform, statement of financial position, profit and loss, was a technical conversation. So we needed to now work with accountants to build a whole software that allows you to run your, when you just say, I'm selling this water, behind the scene, it will do your accounting for you. It will see your statement of financial position, using AI to be able to automatically do all these things. And we built that. And competitively, we are in the market. And when we did that, we got a lot of businesses signed on. So we have over 23,000 businesses that have signed on, and we are now managing. So people who are using Tally, Sage, and all those ones, because they did not have representative locally, and they did not understand our tax bracket, and they did not understand the way a Ghanaian person would work, it was difficult for them to support them. So we started supporting them. And again, this was in partnership with MTN, and it's called MTN Business Manager, so which allows you to be able to now get certain kind of products. So that's MTN Business Manager out there, making making sure that there's a package that they brought together to give you internet, table nets together to be able to sell this particular product. So this is what we have built, and now businesses are utilizing these tools for their operations. So it is having the right impact in making sure that, so today Fidelity Bank, if they want to give you a loan, it is easy for you to be able to get these things to them. So whilst we're doing all these things and businesses were signing on, it was also enough data that would allow you to train to be able to take certain kind of decision. But it was not enough. Then we said that, look, we needed a lot of primary data to sell the kind of knowledge that we wanted to do. And that primary data was birth and death. So we now, by the grace of God, got a World Bank funding to be able to provide birth and death. So birth and death now, we digitalize their whole process. First, it will take you 3 days or 4 days to get your birth certificate. Today, within 20 minutes, you get your birth certificate. But within 10 minutes, you get the digital version of your birth certificate with all the security features that were there. So all this information has been digitalized. So now when you go to birth and death, it's there. It has been integrated with the hospitals, with certain communities services to make sure that today you can get a turnaround time. And now it has been expanded to the extent that when a visa, you go to the British High Commission and British Embassy and you want to get a visa to go to the UK, it is that platform, our platform, that allows them to take that kind of decision because there's that integration. So there are value that is happening. So now, instead of now picking your hard copy to go to the birth and death registry for them to now physically do or check all those ones, it is done electronically and the decision will be taken based on all those ones. These are impacts that is having certain kind of influence. So now these are databases that we're building. And many digital tools from insurance to banking to all those kind of things that allows payment. For example, Stanbic Bank's payment processing. We were able to also build those systems. So now other banks started replicating it. Now, after 6 years, this was enough data for us to be able to start our AI journey that we wanted to exemplify to people, because people did not understand what we're trying to do because they were confusing the small graph business intelligence that we're doing with the artificial intelligence that we're trying to be able to promote to them. That allowed us to build. It was expensive, but we had told ourselves that we will continue to make an investment in this area because not every organization can start by utilizing AI. It's an expensive way of doing that one. But we will do those investments so that it becomes a bit affordable for any small organization to adapt. Then the journey of our AI slowly started. In doing that, we needed our accent, our voice, our community and all those kinds. So we went to churches, all the preaching in different languages. We went to radio stations and online websites, scrape all the information that were there. So when we scrape all the information, we transcribe them. And now we were looking for students. So every vacation, we will pick students and they will come to our office and we give them a data. So you say, Adego, it has to translate it. So they would explain what Adego means. Okay, I'm going to come at 9 o'clock. Many people have said that one, but they ended up coming at 10 o'clock. So we picked all those ones and explained that, okay, a Ghanaian person will be late at some point and all those ones, and trained it. You see somebody going and say, oh, I'm coming. It has to be trained in a way that it understood all these kind of things. And then sometimes you speak English and add Gan to it, speak English and add Ever to it, or speak English and add Tree to it. It had to understand all. It was done manually, and it was called supervised fine-tuning. So we had to fine-tune all these single things for it to understand this kind of context. And we were successful in doing that, and we started training. And we launched our Snowly, which is exactly like ChatGPT. So when you go to snowly.ai, it does exactly what ChatGPT, but the difference between that is that it understands what we are doing. It was integrated with Ghana Statistical Service. So we also had to build some services for the Ghana Statistical Service to be able to ensure that they can do prediction, to see the total number of gender. You can go ahead. SNWOLLEY.ai. So when you go there, it's Snowly. So that's my name, Stefan Ngole. WOLLEY. So this is what it does. So now it is doing exactly what ChatGPT has, but in a local context. But you see, the problem is that ChatGPT is expensive because you have to pay some money to be able to have the right knowledge. Ours has been made in such a way that it is almost free, so that anyone can utilize it. So at some point, people even thought that we were using some services from ChatGPT. So they were testing it to see that no, because we cannot pay for all those money for free for other people, to prove that it was done locally. And it is done for our system. So one time, other organizations wanted to, I don't want to mention those organizations because we've not finished the pilot basis, wanted to be able to utilize it. The difference we have done is that now we can pick our system, right, and integrate it into a small organization, whether it is a micro business. You might think that I don't need AI for all those kind of things. We have done it in such a way that you can integrate it. For example, what I was explaining in terms of the WhatsApp. So you run a business called, maybe you are selling water, or maybe no, you are selling dress. Let me use a dress as an example. And this dress that you are selling, in Ghana, there are possibilities that, so I'm telling you about use cases of what we've done in terms of the AI, where now we can exemplify it to people because we have now finished building the model. So I'm talking from a client experience point of view. You are selling maybe dresses. Somebody comes online. One, they don't even trust you that, they don't trust you that when they pay you the money, you will deliver the good within the same time. And sometimes people are bold to say, okay, let me buy one and see. But because you've been doing business for some time, anytime somebody comes, okay, let me buy, they give you 100 Ghana cedis for the clothes. You are going to package it and come. The person wants you to be active. Hello, have you received my money? If you don't respond within 5 minutes, they think that you've scammed them. But once you are going to bring the good to deliver that one, and there's this mindset that is that they'll start putting pressure, they'll be calling you, and you are not even having time to be able to do all those kind of things. So we are saying that AI can resolve some of these things. So one, maybe for the past 2 or 3 months, you were chatting with clients. When you go to whatsapp.snowlay.com.ai, you've seen that one, right? When you go to whatsapp.snowlay.ai, when you see this particular, you've seen that one, right? When you go to this particular project, you would see that all the chats that you might have done, maybe on Instagram or TikTok and all those ones, it recognizes all the conversations that you have had in the past, and it knows that this is how you speak. This is how you relate to your customers. This is how you want to be able to treat your customers and all those ones. Then when you have uploaded it, within 5 minutes or 10 minutes, it has learned how to be you. So now when somebody comes to contact you that, hello, I've sent you money, can you buy? Even though you are going to bring that in, it is responding for you. That yes, I have received your money, I am trying to get the package for you. Is there anything that you want again? And so I wasn't happy. Last time it was 10 dresses that I bought and you never gave back to you. So I'm sorry for all these particular communities. There might be some small mishap and it will respond for you 24/7 as if it's you. It is a use case. It's an application of what we have been building all along to be able to exemplify to people that look, this is what AI can be done. These are many things that we've done. In my office, no one interviews you. It is being done by an AI. I don't have time to come and do that for many people. So when you come, the AI would interview you. How did we get that one? It has picked the company's vision, the company's culture, the company's value. It has uploaded it, and it has trained that for you to be able to be recruited. This is what we call a perfect person for this particular organization, because every organization and what they want, right? Then when you are beginning to be interviewed, it will pick all those things, profile you, and now train you, and profile you, and now decide whether it has picked you or not picked you. These are another application. And today we've been successful in doing that, right? And we are happy that a lot of people are notifying this one. So we are letting people see how we have. This is how we have been able to exemplify things. This is how we started our journey in terms of entrepreneurship and how do we use technology for people to believe. And everywhere we go now, you will see our name getting there because we are very focused in who we should contact in doing those kind of things. It was not an easy journey from the start. It was a journey that people did not believe, did not understand what we were doing. Maybe it's not that they didn't believe, they didn't understand what we were trying to do, but we needed to prove by showing example of how it is done. It's just like selling dresses. First, nobody will trust you until you have done some fulfillment for a number of time, and you need technology that would help you do those kind of fulfillment. And when we were successful in doing that one, GIZ funded Association of Ghana Industry to build something called a trust seal, so that now for anything that you are buying online, these people can trust that, and it's being launched very soon. We were the ones who built this particular technology. So in the whole ecosystem, we are trying to be able to use technology to allow customers or every sector to freely achieve. This was my journey. So I would end here, and I want to be able to pick questions for everyone. Yeah. Okay, let me pick it from this way, then I come this way. Okay, let me come. So, for example, what kind of business are you doing? So first of all, if you are selling clothes, you need a system that will manage your inventory, right? You need a system that would manage how much you are selling and all those kind of things. So you need a digital tool. So that's why I'm saying MTN Business Manager is a tool that we partner with MTN to build that one. So first of all, you use MTN Business Manager. You create an account that allows you to give invoicing to your clients. So wherever invoice you are giving out, right, you would receive, your client are able to pay through that because there's a mobile money integrated to that one. Because all the dresses, you are going to put this dress we call 10,000 Ghana cedis, 100 Ghana cedis, 200 Ghana cedis. You enter it into the application and you know how much it's costing you to be able to buy that one. So it costs you maybe 100 Ghana cedis to be able to buy this dress. You are selling at this 200 Ghana cedis. That process, that digital tool allows you to position your business. In future, you can use it to go and take a bank loan. In future, you can use it to be able to get a grant and all that one. But whilst this thing is happening, you also need to serve the customers. And you need a customer experience team to be able to do that. That's why I'm saying that WhatsApp.Snowly allows you to be able to serve your customer. If you have a website or you have any knowledge of whatever you do, because you might have whatever you do as a business, your vision, your mission, how you want to serve your client, at the WhatsApp.Snowly.com, you can upload all these things. It will learn it. And when it has learned it, you scan, it means you need to get a number. You scan it and you get a number that you give to all your clients. And you say, this is my WhatsApp number. Without you being available, anybody who chats with that WhatsApp number, it will begin to be able to respond. It's my system. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Okay, so most AI algorithms has, if it's more than 80%, we consider it good. And human being would also have some errors, and it's very difficult to determine the human margin of error in terms of recruitment. So that information will be inherited in a business. That same human error would also be inherited, because remember that AI, the definition of AI says that it is making machines behave like a human being. That is the definition of AI. So if the human being has some error, there's a likelihood that it will inherit it. But you can have a combination of different intelligence that would reduce the error more than the human being, you get what I'm saying? But that error would exist, but it's more than 80% successful and all this one. But remember that, that's why I spoke about the fifth industrial revolution. The fifth industrial revolution is a collaboration between AI or robotics and human being. So in as much as AI might have done these things for you, I think that the human being should have a final say and all those kinds, so that it would have reduced everything, then use your gut feeling to be able to do the fight. So yes, I have a final say, but it's discretionary. I just have a tune with you, okay, you are good to go, because the AI would have given you a report that in this sector, your soft skill was this place. In this area, your emotional intelligence was this place. In this sector, maybe your hard skill, maybe if you are trained as an accountant, it will ask you a question on accountancy, it will ask you a question on the company, it will ask you general questions to be able to see how do you integrate. So it will profile all those, and to give you a report with graphs and all those kind of things. I think it's, yeah, so whilst I was paying, these are some of the, oh, sorry. So you realize that these are some of the things that, these are some of the companies that we have served, GIZ, Mastercard, British Icon, I said, but this is how, this is, let me go, these are, even elibrary.gov, you know that Liberia, yeah, we built that one, EcoBank, Bank of Ghana, CRM, we built all those kind of things. So this I've already explained this journey. I'm showing the recruitment. I've spoken about this. Okay, so this is something we've done for a bank where, this is something we've done for a bank. I'll just come back. We've done for a bank where we created it called the input to bank. You can ask a question, how can I, okay, so to say how can I assist you today? So we currently have just 1,000 customers on our travel insurance product. Give me a list of possible targets I can get to increase revenue. So Snowly will go into the system and now give you, because it understands your total, but that's not what I was trying to do. Okay, this is also another one about Snowly, where whilst we are having this meeting, it can record all the things that we are saying, right? And it knows our accent. When you finish, it will transcribe it to you. It will transcribe it to you, And now it will give you summary of all the things that it has said. And it will give you action point, what are the next steps to do, and open an activity for you to work on the next steps and all those ones. So these are applications of whatever we are doing, we are utilizing that one. It understands local language, it understands any other thing that you can do. And you can share your meeting point that before you get there, it will share to your team members that, look, this is the output of all those ones. So these are all applications of what we've done and all that. So this is the HR thing that I mentioned. So for example, what you had mentioned, this is what I was trying to explain. So let's look at this. So this is what you're asking. The interview and all those kind of things. So now you are creating a job vacancy, because every company, you have to create a job vacancy first. So we want to recruit for that one. So the HR will do this to create a job opening and when they want it to come and all that. So that vacancy has been done. So now it will create psychometric tests to see your emotional intelligence. So okay, this is it. So it has put a cutoff mark on 85. So if you have less than 85, it will not. Okay. So this person is applying. So this person has now come to apply. The vacancy has been done. He's applying. He's uploading a CV. So these are interview. The person has finished doing the interview and all those ones. So you can view the recording that the person did, the interview that the person did. You can see all those analysis and all that. Up is done. Okay, so you want to ask some questions. So this is how it's done. So the margin of error exists, but it's an inheritance from maybe the human error and all that. So. Then you should have heard about that in Ubuntu. Because CHRM, all their conferences, so the CHRM system itself, we built that for CHRM. So, okay. Mm. Mm-hmm.
But the person has a fit, and the person you think can grow on the job. How does that fit into this?
Wow.
I have 3 questions. Secondly, I don't understand the interface between Snowly and Chat GPT. I'm not understanding it that well, that interface. And then thirdly, what advice would you give to, as Ghanaians, we associate everything with the spirituality, religion. I've heard 1 or 2 people saying we are replacing AI, God with AI. Even sometimes technology. In church, when you are reading the Bible on your phone, sometimes some pastors will preach against it. Use the Bible, use the physical. I feel that these things impede our growth.
Okay.
What advice would you give?
So I'll start with the last one. My dad was a pastor. When I was young, he didn't want us to have a decoder, because he was, you see the church that you don't have to wear slippers and all those ones. Very spiritual, and he was a local pastor. My dad was a local pastor. So even he taught me that alcohol was a sin. But I don't take alcohol, but later I found out it was not a sin, right? So that's a different conversation, but sorry, I have to digress. But I don't take any alcohol. But see, he was very staunch person. He wanted me to stay a teacher. My dad didn't want me to work in a place. When I was coming to MTN, he didn't even want me to leave. He wants me to be a humble person, stay as a teacher, because teachers, our reward is in heaven. I hope you understand that. So that is how he wanted to see. He deprived us from technology. So we didn't even TV. He didn't want us to have those kind of satellite. And later, as the church was growing, now he wanted to be on TV. I hope you understand. but at that time, anyone who was using television was a problem, and also, so we allowed people to take advantage of this kind of technology. This is the problem. When internet came, people were complaining in pornography, cyber hacking, and all those ones. People have innovated on those particular things, right? If we do not take advantage of these technologies, knowing that there are hazards that are associated, how do we make sure that we would mitigate those kind of hazards? We'll be left behind. And this AI, it is an opportunity for the whole world. It has put all of us on the level playing ground. Nobody is ahead of anything. So if you don't learn how to utilize this thing now, you'll be found wanting. So it is important for us to, it will not take your intelligence. Because like he said, after you have interviewed, there's a margin of error. You want to be able to do all those ones. It's not possible that AI would take every job. When internet came, we all said it was going to take people's job and all those kind of things. But today everybody wants to be on the internet. When you even leave your phone at home, you drive back to go and take your phone. But when it came, it was the same story of the AI. So it is nothing new. So I think that we should continue to see all those ones. There'll be people who there'll be late adopters and all those ones. It will still happen. But for those of us, we should continue to advocate that. I don't subscribe to those kind of school of thought. But I think that, yes, I also understand where they are coming from. But it's important that to let them understand that if we don't take advantage of this, it will be a problem. In my office, if you come to me and you have written a small letter, and I ask you, did you use AI? And you said no, I'll sack you. Because you cannot be more intelligent than that particular person. Because AI is a collective intelligence of people that have come together. So if a group of people have come together and they have put intelligence and it is giving you an output, you want to use your original intelligence, please use that collective intelligence, then now review it and make sure that it is exactly what we want. This is what I'm expecting. In my office, you cannot write a software without using your mind. I'm expecting you to use the AI to write a software, even though we are a software company. It is important for us to be able to adapt these things. That's my opinion about the first one. The second one about the fit for job and all those ones. Yes, even in our organization, people are well interviewed. The skill, they don't have them. But when you look at the cultural fit, you look at the prospect of this person, it is extremely high. So what we do, even though the Snole would have rejected you, it will put you as a recommendation that with this kind of training, because it will see where you didn't do well. Maybe you were not good in accounting, or you were not good in maybe in programming, you were not good in maybe sales. It would identify all those ones, and it will recommend courses that it is in our interest to pick this particular person and put this person through training and get the person together because the person is a good fit for our organization. That report also comes. No, yeah. No, with the AI, there's a human interface. No, so the interview that you are doing is a camera that is watching you. So the AI knows your facial expression. It knows your tonation when your tone goes high and down. No, the AI is asking you the physical question. It's not a human being that is asking. The AI is reading. You can see all those ones. And even in typing, the AI is able to know whether you are angry or not, because the faster you are typing, it knows all those keystroke and all those kind of things. So it understands all these points. So it's able to tell it better than you. So it picks all those things and now takes a decision. Because the AI will be able to say, okay, this is a cultural fit person, but they don't have this kind of skill. But hard skill can be trained, so now you can pick this person. But if it's also the reverse, that the cultural fit, it will tell you that the person has a hard skill, but doesn't have a cultural fit. But if you want to use the person temporarily to solve a certain problem, you can pick the person and have an exit plan for the person. It will tell you all those kind of things. And remember that what you want the AI to do is your decision. So if you say, I want the AI to behave in this same way, because we built the model, we're able to train the model to do that. But like ChatGPT cannot train it that particular way to some extent. You can only do some small knowledge upload where you say, okay, get this context. But those ones, it takes only a small context. But because we built the model itself, we can expand the context to be able to do all those kind of things. What is the difference between the Snole AI? ChatGPT is a competitor to us. So we don't even want to hear that word. We don't want to hear even that word. So we feel that because we are Ghanaians and we are Africans, let's advocate for what we have. Because the reason why we are hearing ChatGPT is because their government, these people are speaking the truth. So when my board chairman went to a conference and they were talking about ChatGPT, he said, no, don't talk about ChatGPT alone. Talk about Snole AI. Because it is built for Africans by Africans. Yeah, okay.
see you touching so much on different sectors, but also for me, I also believe that the next, industrial revolution is sports. Okay, because I dabble in business and sports. What I've learned so much with a lot of talent. However, how to harness it, how to nurture it, and how to grow it is a different problem. So, what are you also doing in terms of the sporting resources that we have in this country?
I don't know if I should say this, but because they are only, I should say, we have a partnership to do. We have that into consideration, but I cannot mention it because of it has not been there. But there is a huge plan to use technology and AI in the sports fraternity. But I'm sure in a very few weeks you would hear it, especially because Ghana has qualified, and you hear their name. So you hear, but there's a plan that I have had the opportunity to speak with everybody who matters in that particular space, because we feel that AI should touch all sectors. But I cannot mention it now as it stands now. But there is a plan for that. Let me pray. It's not, yeah.
My question, when you do the explanations, I want to ask, have you allocated, have you factored in errors in terms of where the AI is interacting with the client?
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like error that will cause the client to do business, right? Because, like you said, I'm going to put the topic for the client, all the AI interacting with them, and it gives the wrong information that will go against it. Have you factored in?
Yeah, so hallucination and issues of such have been factored. And whatever you have trained the AI to do, if you have asked something that it doesn't know, ideally the AI would have responded. But because you have trained it that not to respond, it will tell you that I have to get back to my boss, give me like 5 minutes, and it will escalate it to you through a phone call. Then you know that the AI is struggling. Then now you can go and look at what was the last question. Then the human being will come and interact with it. That's the fifth industrial revolution again, then to respond to it. You can also decide to tell the AI only operate between 6 o'clock to 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. All those are part of the setup and all those kind of things. So those have been considered in that when you try to utilize it.
And then the last question, so if I'm using the platform, are my clients aware that they are not chatting with me?
The intention is not to make the client know that you are not. Yeah. So when you are chatting, you will see that it is typing as if the keystroke. You see all those. So what we have done is that we know that if it's a human being typing maybe a lengthy word, it might take you 5 minutes to do that one. If it's just hello, it's about 30 seconds. So we calculate the characters. If it's a human being that will do that one, and you've typed this long one, we calculate that it would have taken you about 10 minutes or 5 minutes to type these kind of things. We give you that illusion. You see those kind of things. Sometimes deleting the things and type. We've given that illusion to be able to let you know. You saw the demo, yes. So we've given this kind of illusion in that one. It's intentional because I don't want to talk to a robot. I want to talk to a human being. So we need to give that illusion into that. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay, Michael.
Please try to get close to the mic because of the zone.
Okay.
My question is about where the data will be stored. Since what you created is the best solution so far for accumulating data for this country, and maybe moving to West Africa. I want to know where it will be kept. Is it being kept on land, as in a country, or with the foreign companies?
It's inland, yeah.
So can we dare say that we have data centers in Ghana and that can safeguard?
Oh, there are a lot of data centers. There's a lot of, even there's a new data center at the Accra High Street being coming up very soon. A lot of investment has been put in that place. There's even you go to the former Busy Internet also, there's a data center. Even MTN itself has a data center where you can come and co-locate it. Then the NITA also has a data center in the basement. Huge one. It's a tier 3 tier 3 or tier 4 data center. There are a lot of those data centers in Ghana. The story is not, I think that's why we keep saying that the story of Ghana is not being told the way it has to be told. And that's why I'm using the opportunity to be on platform. And I'm also grateful for this platform that MTN has given to me, to be able to do all those ones, to let people know that there are things that are also working. And that's how it starts. So if MTN will start by saying, okay, let's demonstrate what exactly. So, and that's what we are doing at the moment together. So they exist, we have data center. Yeah. So to give a back start, we had built this so well that this year we were taken to the US. We didn't pay for all those ones. They sponsored all these things for us to be able to demonstrate on how our model works. Because we want to see, is it possible to do that one? So yeah, so we've done that one too. Okay. 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 I think it's collaboration. Look, we couldn't have gotten to this place without MTN's hand. There was a time MTN said something that we are good together. I don't know if there was a slogan from MTN, we are good together. It is that collaboration that has helped us. So everything that we needed, the infrastructure, the space, MTN provided for us. So collaboration is extremely key. And I think MTN should be able to tell that story more. To be able to be in Ubuntu, these are the things that we have done for Ubuntu to be able to get to this stage. Not MTN alone helped us. We had also other people who believed in what we were doing and gave us opportunity to demonstrate the skill that we had and all those ones. But I think that the first main collaboration is the collaboration with MTN. And we still value that, especially we have the collaboration with enterprise business. And Angela and Benedict and the team doing extremely well in making sure that the collaboration would work. And it's not only to us, they are doing it to other companies like us also to support it. Yes, we are. There's no layer, The app is on there. So let me pick a question. Okay.
I think we are very fortunate to be part of this program.
Thank you.
We run a number of businesses, but the one that is giving us a challenge is an automobile shop.
Okay.
We service cars. We have all the database, we have all the machines, but how to integrate tech? For instance, if I service your car today, I know that maybe after 3,000 or 5,000 mileage, you should come back to service, or every 3 months. But we are not able to remind the clients that, okay, by now your car is due for servicing. And most people don't even check. Then they'll be driving and then the car will break down. They call us to go and do roadside servicing and all that. Are you able to factor some technology?
Yeah.
Automobile service companies.
Yeah, so that's
we compete a lot with companies.
So that system.
They refer their cars to us.
Okay.
And we don't have any tech in place that we can use to run it.
Yeah, so I think the first database that you have that allows you to keep the records of people. Or you can automate. You can use Knowledge to do that one. So every time when it's time, it will automatically send them a WhatsApp or a voice note that it is time for you to do. It will even compose automatic smart message that we now know that you have driven close to 3,000 kilometers. If you do not repair your car by this particular time, there's a likelihood that this ABC you have. We have, and the next time it will send a message, we send sequel to the last message that we sent to you. It is time for you to come in. It will be due in a week's time. We will send an agency. Just click yes or no, or we'll call you. It will be doing those voice messages to send voice audio to them to constantly remind you. This can do all those kind of things. Yeah. Okay. So let me pick his question. Okay. So Vincent will. MTN. Yeah, it will not stop. This issue would continue to happen. So this is what we did. We also realized that we had a $4.6 million project some years back. There was no way on our own we could have gotten this. We would have had the same problem we did. But we identified a partnership. So we partnered with MTN. There is no way, and we showed them what we can do, what they can do. We went together as a joint venture. You cannot say that to MTN. So MTN, we had to make sure that MTN would believe in us. But then we had to do a lot of things for MTN for free, for them to see our capabilities. So we went, there's an opportunity here. And we went, you cannot tell that it is low, it is expensive. And we won it. When we won it, they will pay the money, MTN will give me my part. And we continue to build their credit. Now, today, I can do that on my own. So that you would continue to face. And I don't even want it to stop. because it has to be serious people who get to do serious things, and collaboration is the very first thing. So identify a senior brother, partner with them, but partnership, remember that sometimes time can also go sour, right? And it is normal. Don't worry about that. Make a lot of these mistakes so you get a senior brother like MTN, MTN will not do that to you. If it is correct, it's correct. Whatever is due, you don't give it to you. And they'll make sure that they will scrutinize you. So identify them, show them all those kind of enterprise business, marketing. I'm sure they are marketing department. There are a lot of things they do with other people and all those kind of things. So that it will not stop. But this is how we grew. And we felt the same way we were doing. Okay. No, it's okay. I think.
So the people online, the questions here.
Okay.
So if you're talking,
Okay,
people
okay.
online want to hear your questions. That's okay.
His question was they will hear it. His question was how do you call it? You train some people, and over a period of time, there's a time and the money that you have spent in training them. Over a period of time, they leave to other organizations, big organization, because it will not stop. That will not stop, no matter what. You yourself, if you have been employed by people, I'm sure you might have left people to other organizations before. That story will not stop. The whole point is to be able to get your pipeline. For us, if you go to my office right now, I have created a separate floor for internship, and I lead it myself. And I've hired 2 people to make sure that their job is to be able to create a pipeline for me. Because look, right now people are even here and they are working for people in the US, working for people in India and all those kinds. You cannot compete, and the money that they give them, there is no way even bigger organizations can give them here because they are earning in foreign currency. So this is a problem that would exist after COVID and all those kind of things. So how do you do that one? Your pipeline, how do you partner with university? Because me, I don't use certificate, even though I have a PhD. I don't care about whatever you can do and all those kinds of things. It's purely from our internship. We recruit 90% of our people are from the recruitment. So when you go there, we train them how to do that one. So a desk of 30 people in a year, if there's a 4 batch, 120 people, not all of them will leave me. If I get 10% to stay, it's enough for me to continue. And every year there's this kind of pipeline. And I give scholarship. So look, there was somebody I gave scholarship for 3 years. Immediately, it was time for me to pick them as national service. They told me they've gotten another place to go. It is normal. You cannot, no hard. Initially, I was emotional about it, but now there's no hard feeling. We understand. So every day we are looking for the pipeline to be able to do all those kind of things. Okay.
Hi, thank you so much. So I have 2 questions. The first one is to ask about how you see the potentials and viabilities in the tech industry, especially I have 3 kids, and sometimes my challenge is how to expose them to tech and still not have them face all the downsides, and sometimes it's really difficult because you are in a technological age and all of that. Okay, so how do you go about that? And then how do you also see the potentials in there if I want to really let them go into that? Then secondly, I am into audiovisual productions, TVCs, jingles, songbirds, music production and all of that. And we are quite heavy on AI when it comes to the productions. But we have a challenge where sometimes, because most of the AI we use is from outside, so they don't understand. For instance, in voiceover, so sometimes I use 11 Labs to do my voiceovers. And when it comes to names, like Holali, and the pronunciations and all of that, they don't understand. Even in the music space, our genre here locally, sometimes they can't even interpret it well because our music isn't that big as compared to the Nigerians doing Afro pop and all of that. I don't know whether you are looking into that space and how Snowly can really be helpful.
Yeah, to answer the second question, again, that's the reason why Snowly is existing. So we've picked names of everybody that existed from Eve, Hausa, and all those ones, and we have trained it to our model. So in the towns, the cities, the areas, and all those ones, so it's able to understand these kind of things. That's why the Snowlay's transcription I showed you, if you mention even Holali, it knows how to spell it and all those kind of things. We've taken our time to do this. That is the reason why we are existing, and that's the investment we continue to do. But for the space of music, I think we would want to be able to see how it works. And remember that with AI, you have to collaborate with the domain experts. So how do we work with the domain experts to see some of these challenges? We can also co-create it together. So we'll be happy to sit with you to see how. For the names and towns and all those ones, we've done those models. But for the process workflow, we have to sit with you to see how it works. So I'll be happy we can do that together. On the second part of the children, my children, I don't give them access to the internet like that. So, and I want to prevent that. So what we have done, we have created a tool called Nyimze. It is an AI player, Nyimze, I've forgotten the spelling, N-Y-M-Z, like knowledge, Nyimze. That's what we've created it. And what we have done with Nyimze is that because I don't want my children to be exposed to anything, but at the same time they have to learn with AI and they have to use AI, I block every access to internet, only that tool on their laptop, right? And I regulate it. And they cannot even go anywhere. Nothing would work on their phone. It is only that thing. When you come to Nyimze, I have 3 kids, right? One of them, 13 years, I think it's 13 years, 11 years, and 3 years, 2 years. Yeah, I don't, something like that. So something like that. So 13 to 11 and 2 or 3, I forgot. But so these are the 2 or 3. I think is still young. But the 11 and 13 years, one of them is good. Right, I'm told that knowledge is picked from the mother. I was a good student, so if it's not good, I'm sure maybe we know where it's coming from. And all those kind of things. I hope my wife is not listening to me. And all those kind of things. So one is good, right, and the other is not good. But the other who is not good, it's not because they are not good academically. They don't have interest. For example, you do 2x plus 4 is equals to 8. You would explain it 1, 2, she would not understand. The third time, if she was in the classroom, what would have happened is that all the teachers, she would be shy because about 90% of the class they understand. She will not want to waste the time. And that is why sometimes children lack certain kind of knowledge, because the building blocks cannot be carried the next time. So what Nyimze has done is that the collective intelligence of every teacher and every style that the teacher will be, because the teacher, he might teach 2 or 3 styles. The next one, they will not know. And now still the child does not understand. But what AI has done, it has picked all the collective intelligence into one teacher, into Nyimze. So when my child asks 2x plus 4 is equals to 8, normally other AI, ChatGPT will give you the answer. Ours, we say don't give you the answer. The Nyimze will not give you the answer. Nyimze would lead you on how to carry you along. So it will teach you, do you understand? You can say you don't understand million times. It will break it different way till it knows that you get it right. When you get it right, Nyimze has profiled you that this is how you reason. This is how you think. The next time they ask you a question, it will teach you in that particular format. That is what Nyimze has done. Oh, now she's, first she was, if there were 20 in the class, she'd be around 19th and all those ones. Now she's part of the top 10. You get what I'm saying? So we allow the teachers to be able to do that. And I've even shown it to the people in the classroom to be able to do all those ones. And I can see that she likes the way that Nyimze is teaching her because Nyimze understands her. She's not shy and all those kind of things. So we found a way of doing all those kind of things. So I've blocked access to any other places except that particular one. And they can interact with AI. They can go and chat with it. ChatGPT can give you an answer which is not regulated by the child. But for this one, because it's Nyimze, it has been trained that it's for the child. So that I can now have the child use devices. It has games to be able to play game. When you finish learning for some time, it gives you some forms of edutainment and all those kind of things. So there are ways where because I'm into the academia too as well, I'm also concerned about the same thing that you are concerned and all those ones. So they don't watch max access to the TV, Netflix. I've reduced some of those things, but it is only that. And I can monitor where maybe they are good in English. How do they upgrade? There's a lot of statistics that allows them to do that, to find interest. So that's some of it. I don't know if it's free, but I think for me, I think it's at the moment, I don't know if it's free or paid, but I don't, even if it's paid, it's totally negligible. It's done by the schools and all this stuff. You can own it in the house and give it to that child. So there is something called Ghana Knowledge and Skills Bank. It's actually NIMSI. We built Ghana Knowledge and Skills Bank. So gksb.gov.gh. It's almost the same thing. So that's what the education curriculum are doing. So gksb.gov.gh. It has all the BEC, SSC, past papers that are there. You can go and try it yourself. You can even predict maybe 2026 exams, how it will look like if you're able to do it, even though it might not be the same answer. So far as you've been able to do that one, it has the capability. So all those ones, we built that one. We built that. So it was a World Bank project that we did for the government of Ghana. So gksb.gov.gh, GKSB, Ghana Knowledge and Skills Bank. It has all the BC, SSC, Cambridge exams, PSN exams, and all those kind of things. So these are tools that exist that we can use. You had a question?
We understand that no matter how good a system is, there are downtimes. Even recently, we saw on Amazon
15 hours downtime.
Are there systems or, should I say, workflows, methodologies that you set in place that, for example, let's say your small AI or that you have
That prevents this kind of downtime, sir.
And has there been any instance that you experience this kind of situation? How do you
Okay.
and also, what advice would you give to maybe startups or young people who are also starting in order to
Prepare, manage those kind of things. So when you are doing development, non-functional requirement is important. Sometimes the functional requirements are the ones the clients will say and all that one. But the non-functional requirements that downtime, scalability, security, and all those ones. But most times we do not focus much on that. So we have high availability. So whatever you see on Snowly, there's a replica of it on our geographic location. We've done some caching. So every day Snowly goes down. But does it impact the client? No. So we have a way of also utilizing multiple data centers locally, also maybe from MTN, from Busy Internet, from other people, those who want to build a cloud, different ones, Amazon and all those ones. We have a replica. So Amazon could have that because they might not, because of competition, even though they might use redundant one, but they might want to protect themselves and make sure they are fine. So we have this in place. There has been times where we've gone down. As for technology, it would break down. Human being that work. If you remember, we say that AI is replicating human being to behave, system to behave like human being. So if a human being falls sick, the machines also fall sick. So there will be downtime, but the impact, how do you reduce it? So we've had some issues. We've had customers complaining about things in the past, but every time we continue to improve. But high availability, scalability, performance, security are things we take very important. Building software is not only by the fact that the thing is working, the fact that you should anticipate when it goes down, how will it not impact the customers? Can they switch automatically? There is something called a heartbeat in technology. It means that every time it's checking other systems to see that are you alive, so that if things fall, automatically the heartbeat will move the services from one thing to the other. So that's what we put in place to ensure that we are there. So for every young company who wants to start, non-functional requirement is very important for us to consider in making sure that we have the right service put in place. Growth is expensive. So as you are growing, know that it comes with that one. You cannot avoid that, right? Growth is very expensive, but there are a lot of data centers that are also making it cheaper. But collaboration would always help you, right? So that if you build a software, you collaborate with a data infrastructure company, you can co-create and now benefit from that and all those kinds. Okay. Yeah, I can. Okay. 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 Okay.
Thank you so much. Very insightful.
Yeah, thank you. Great, thank you.
I'll take the mic.
Okay.
We are waiting for the other groups to join us. How was the session? Brilliant, eh? So there is some fire lit in your soul to go and do more, right? Okay. So we are waiting for the other group members to join us, and we will wrap up and have lunch. All right, so please let's get seated. Just like I'm seated. Okay. Those online, I hope you had a great time as well with Ethel. We are going to have our reports from the various groups in here as we wrap up. And then we have a last trivia. Please, those outside, if you can hear me, come in, take your seats. Let's wrap up. Those outside, we can take our photos later. Okay, those taking photos, please come in, take your seats. DJ, kindly give us one more song, eh? Just one song. Let me check on those upstairs. Okay, thank you. I can see two of my facilitators here. I'm waiting for the other two, but I believe we can continue. We can start. So, those who joined Daniel's session, how was it? The Isoko team, how was it? Hey, Obi Eniha. It was great. Good. And then those who joined Stefan's session, how was it? And those who joined Jacqueline's session, are you here? How was it? Great. And then those who joined Ethel's session, you are all online. We have about 4 of you here. How was it? Okay, online for Nienti Omuntu. Okay, so now what we are going to do is that we are going to get reps from each of the teams to come and give us a summary of what you learned, okay? So that we all pick something from the different groups. So we are going to do that. But before we do that, are you ready for one more trivia session? Are you ready? Charlie, are you ready for one more trivia session? And that's someone you should say winning. You are ready, eh? Okay. So you know what? Let's have the recap of the various sessions, and then after that we'll have the trivia session, and we'll have lunch. Okay? So group 1 met here. That is Stefan's group, and I know you have somebody who is going to represent your group. The lady at the back, please come. Let's put our hands together for her. What's your name? Introduce yourself and then go ahead. Yeah, that's fine.
All right, thank you so much for the opportunity. My name is Hiba, and from today's session, what Miss Dr. He ended his PhD before they sue me. So Dr. Stefan only talked about tech-driven entrepreneurship from a client perspective, and he made mention that AI has made our work very easier, faster, effective, and efficient. And it's high time we as Ghanaians adopt, and fraternize ourselves with artificial intelligence. Many a time we say that, oh, we are Ghanaians, and then we are always looking at things from the fatalistic perspectives, whereby we say, oh, Holy Ghost doesn't approve of this one, it's coming to do this, the devil is bringing it to 666 and all of that. No, we need to shy away from such perspectives and adapt artificial intelligence. He also made mention that, of course, ChatGPT isn't built for we Ghanaians or Africans, but then Snolly AI is built for we Ghanaians and Africans at large. So we need to do what? Adopt, adapt, and fraternize ourselves with artificial intelligence. African solutions for African problems, Silicon Valley solutions for Silicon Valley problems. Snolly AI is built by a Ghanaian, for a Ghanaian, and all Africans. So that's what I took. Thank you.
Thank you so much. What's your name again? Let me see the name tag. Hiba, please stand here. Doc, since she represented your group, we have a special package for her. You want to present to her for us. Thank you. So we'll take the next group. We'll take the next group, and that is the group on Agri-Tech for Growth, Transforming Agric Through Digital Innovation, the group that was led by Dr. Daniel Asariche. So who is representing the group? Okay, Albert.
Hi everyone, my name is Albert Anamfiu, and I'm a 5th year medical student, University of Ghana Medical School. Yes, and the breakout session on Agri-Tech was really insightful, and there were a lot of things my group members and I found out during the session. And we spoke about how agricultural revolution started right here in Africa, and the first industrial revolution happened in Europe, where machinery and electricity came to the scene. But then after the industrial revolution, our forefathers are still glued to the rudimentary tools they use in agriculture, like cutlasses, hoes, and these are greatly limiting the productivity of the produce we have here in Ghana and Africa. And we spoke about how to effectively use technology to improve in agriculture and the wastage in homes. And it came up that we spent 300 to 400 million and gets right here in Ghana, right here in Africa. Why spend millions of money? And even for poultry, it's greatly appalling, because we spoke about the fact that to start a broiler business or broiler poultry farm in Ghana, it takes just 6 weeks for the broilers to, grow, for you to start eating them and all that. So it's greatly appalling that we need to spend huge amounts of money to import this. Then we spoke about things to consider for if you are entering agri-tech as a person. You need to consider credit scoring. We spoke that credit scoring refers to how easily you are able to pay a loan. So you need to consider that. There are various things to consider when doing that. Then the logistics, post-harvest handling, transportation, these are things we don't pay close attention to, and it can either cripple your business or make your business better. We spoke about marketing. If you want to incorporate technology to your agribusiness, you need to be able to market your business effectively to attract the customers you want to attract. We spoke about challenges, and for each of the challenges we raised, we brought solutions to them. The first challenge was the lack of coherent, inconsistent government policies to tackle the problems we have in agriculture. Then we also spoke about there being no buffer for farmers whose excess produce go waste. So for this one, we spoke about the government setting up strategic reserves to store excesses which we can export to other countries. And my final takeaways are for us to go into agriculture early. We've come to an age where we think of agriculture as a pension business, as something we do when we are done with our main jobs and all that. This is a new generation where we need to think about entering agriculture in our youths as early as possible. And we also spoke about building our service. You need to build your such that the farmers can effectively understand. You have to understand that in Ghana, there's a high illiteracy rate and an even higher digital illiteracy rate. So you need to create the farmers you are creating the service for can effectively understand and use it, and make sure you get a solution that can work both offline and online. Thank you very much.
From the established fast food chains we've imported into the country, they actually do 5 weeks. That's why when you eat, I don't want to mention any brand, when you go and buy chicken from some of the fast food joints, you're able to eat the bones, right? Like chew the bones into everything. So we have 5-6 weeks broilers. That is meat chicken. And then we have layers we keep for eggs. The layers sometimes will go for 2 years. So they develop very strong bones. So once they are spent layers, so if you do poultry, there's a certain laying rate that makes you profitable. If the laying rate is below 80%, know that your profitability will be eroded, right? So when they are spent and their laying rate drops, that's when they sell them to us as spent layers. And the spent layer is profit for the farmer because you make all your profits from the eggs. And then there's the intermediate, what I grow on my farm. So I do the semi-intensive. I have a 5,000 capacity poultry farm where we have the poultry house. We fenced an area. So you open them and they go out to graze. You give them supplementary feed. So you grow them for about 6 to 7 months. So the meat is not soft. as the broiler. It's not hard as the layer. It's in between. You can use it for soups and stews, and it's correct meat. You understand? Now, when he said that, all of you were like, hey, Yaria Jack, Yarisa. But before I even invite the next group, let me give you a small view of poultry in Ghana. Our population is about 33 million. The average person eats about 14 kilos of chicken every year. So we need to produce 450,000 tons of chicken. We're only able to do just about 60,000. And it means that there's a gap, right, of about 87%. So to be able to this gap, we need to grow about 230 million individual chickens. Okay? And to do this, we need to invest in land, poultry houses, and all those things. In fact, I'll share this with the organizers. They will add this fact sheet on poultry to the presentations that they will share with you. Now, if you look at the poultry industry in general, if you are able to own and control that market, we are looking at about 44 billion Ghana cedis in the market poultry in the country. And there's only about 13, 14, 15% is produced. We import from the Netherlands, we import from the US and other places. Okay, so it's a big industry, but you also need to learn the ropes when it comes to the poultry industry. Because when you talk to a lot of people who have gone into poultry, they will tell you that, Charlie, and you will lose money. It's because we don't learn what we need to learn to be able to make it work. Animal husbandry is like taking care of humans. The same way your child is born, you go for weighing, you go for antenatal, postnatal, all those things. It's the same principle you use to take care of animals, because they are also living beings, living crops. So
and might say that, Jacqueline, I think you have an algorithm to be able to just look at my face. And might say that, Jacqueline, I think you have an algorithm to be able to just look at my face and determine what my interests are. Jacqueline took us through the objective of why we were there. Why cybersecurity and why now? Clearly, our mindset should be the first focus. We did a lot of digitalization in the past 5 or 6 years in this country. It was even a major campaign issue. That should tell you that we are putting our mouths, our foot out where our mouths are, however we say it. She made us to understand that cybersecurity inspires proactive leadership. We're also looking at empowering entrepreneurship, because we are scaling all activities onto digital platforms. We have linked our IGs to our phones, our emails are connected to everything that we are doing. So we cannot look away from cybersecurity. In the event, now we are not saying if a cybersecurity mishap happens, but when it happens, in the event, what do we do? These are all more reasons why we should take this thing very seriously. We are either directly, actively playing our roles in the digital world, or we are participating in it. The fact that you don't like mobile money and you don't send it doesn't mean your mother or your brother is not receiving mobile money. When he gets defrauded, the entire family is hit. So we are all in that same space. We had some staggering figures that, as a student of cybersecurity, it was quite refreshing. That as at May 2025, Ghana has lost about 19 million Ghana cedis to fraud. You see, Ma'am Yodende, when you call Pacho, Mia 4, Mia 3, then they would swindle you. When we put everything together cumulatively, we are looking at about 1.6 million USD as a loss to the country. So the digital economy is something that we all should pay attention to. And now we should not see data as just data, mere data. It's the new oil, it's the new takrade, and this one is everywhere. In understanding the data economy, we need to appreciate the landscape and the entire ecosystem. We need to appreciate the platforms, network, applications, softwares, the people that are managing it, the infrastructure that has been provided, and how all these things are interfaced. Then we appreciate the landscape. That we should see data not just as information, but as a new currency. Data, you can take the next decision. With data, we are here. We clicked on something, we registered, and we came here. MTN has an idea of the person sitting here, and it's because they mine the data to get. We should also be mindful that these things, these platforms and the ecosystem are all interconnected, and they build the kind of experience that we want to appreciate. I don't know if you recall, for the Indomie people, they might not know, but as far back as 2005, we called it IDD, right? International Direct Dial. You have to go and procure it separately. Then we moved from there, we got to roaming. Now roaming is it's almost like you don't have to pay. Even you go out, you can still have access to your phone. All these things came about out of technology. Technology can be used as a leverage to develop businesses and scale up entrepreneurship. But as we are playing in the world of technology, it comes with its own risk, and that's the crux of the matter. What are these risks? What do they do to us? And how effectively can we manage it? I mentioned that we lost about 1.6 million USD as a country. This is just those who were able to report it. A lot more, especially in the banking sector, they do not report some of these attacks. So we have a lot of data that it could even be bigger than this. In a country that we have about 60 to 70% of our population online, we should know that we are all at risk of having a threat or being attacked in the cyber space. The threat landscape is wide. It's not just Ghana. When you hit Facebook, you are open to the entire world. You have a global hit. Such that when businesses, now when you go to IG, a lot of people do businesses there. We all buy from Instagram. We all order from people's WhatsApp status. We all order from Facebook posts. What if there's a hack? I remember sometime, was it a few months ago, Papaya had an issue where there was a telephone number. When you call, it will not go to Papaya, it goes to another place, and they were collecting the money on behalf of Papaya. So it's a simple thing. Probably their API was compromised, so they were able to divert resources there. So imagine me trying to start my tabletop business, and I heard that IG you can sell, and I go there and someone intercepts and collects all my money. That is my capital. Everything is. So we should take a second look at it. We are interested in cybersecurity because of the trust. If I trade with you, and I know that I cannot trust my money to go through the process and get to you, and I did not enjoy the experience that I perceived, would I come back again? That is the impact exposure on your business. That we should see, we should start looking at cybersecurity not just as a mere thing, but as a strategic planning tool. That when you are starting your business, it's not just starting the business. You should have in mind cybersecurity. So long as you're going to trade online, so long as you're going to interface and interact with the digital platform, you need to ask yourself certain important or critical questions. Yes, we did a lot. Common threats that we discussed. We looked at ransomware, phishing attack, where you get an email. It looks legitimate. You see the name Rahma, email from Rahma, but it is not coming from me. Someone has just created it, and it happens mostly in the corporate world. Let me share an example. During my audit, we encountered it. They used the CEO's name to create the email. Meanwhile, it wasn't coming from the email. Then swindled them. They followed it up with a phone call that he was in a meeting. emergency, so they should send 1,000 cedis to his mobile wallet. My question was simple. In your organization, what are the controls? How do you process payments? So as a business setup, have you educated the people that you are working with that in terms of payment, even if it's coming from me, how do you do it? Do you just get up and start sending money? No, you go through processes. Someone has to generate a PV, someone has to sign. There are layers of controls that you put in to ensure that funds are safeguarded. Some of the threats that we also disruption in businesses. When you have an attack on your system that people cannot access your platform. For instance, sometimes we cannot access our phone call, we cannot receive messages. It's a revenue loss because within that time, we could have been spending money, we would have been using data, would have been browsing, and the business would have been flourishing. But because of the denial of services, we lost revenue. Wrap up very soon. Okay. It's very interesting. So we encourage to look at governance, and I think basically that's what I'm trying to say. What are the controls that you have set in your business? Who does what? In the event of a situation, who is the one who is placed in charge? All these things helps. Then there was a call to action that we should assess cybersecurity as the next posture for the future. We should collaborate with partners as we are doing here, being given the opportunity to meet, to interact, to build network, to share ideas, commit to proactive planning. Because technology does not wait. Technology is moving. As we are sitting here, someone is coding the next solution. How do we need to commit to proactive planning? We need to also integrate the cybersecurity culture. We should work with an awareness. Sometimes the way we pick calls and just engage, and within a matter of a minute, you have given even your grandmother who is dead, you spoke about her. Within that short minute, we need to be a bit economical when we are sharing our personal information. It's very, very important. We don't put it out there. A slide that she shared, and it is building cyber resilience. Please, let's all listen to this. That the resilience is our ability to prepare, to respond, and to recover from cyber incidents. How prepared are you? Think before you click. Thank you.
You know, back anyway, yes, because no matter what I write, I know that I'll always have one of structures, strength of materials, and then standard methods of measurement. Now, after the lecture, I understand, everybody will nod yes, me, I'll say no. And they'll get anything into my head is when a student or the TA does the tutorial. This is the right example of the student and the TA. No F. If she teaches you, you will not get F. Please put your hands together for Rami. And Jacqueline, please help us present a package to Rami.
Thank you so much.
With Rami, no F. Yes. You have to A security. Cyber security. Thank you so much. Please put your hands together for her. Now, the last presenter, I am warning you. You will be standing between us and lunch has been set up. I am warning you. If you let my banku get cold. Okay. So, who is representing Ethel's group to present? Please put your hands together for Augusta.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Augusta. So at Ethel's class, we learned the African Queens methodology to create for impact. It was quite interesting. It was fun to listen to, actually, because with the football match alone, we understood that you have to learn the strategy of your competitors, pivot because the ladies decided not to let them touch them because they started rolling on the floor, and you could see the application of all these things in our businesses, like in your tech startups. We also touched on pricing at the end, and it became a very long session. And the uncertainty of when you are getting into big rooms at a small business and you are not sure if your old customers will leave you because of your price. And then we touched base on the fact that it's either you create more visibility for your business or gain the capa to walk into the room and charge more, because, and there was one thing that stuck with me, and she said, if you work with big corporate businesses, you need to understand that whoever you are going to give the proposal to does not want anything to affect their bonus. So if you charge small, he'll be like, these people, when they come, they cannot give me the right numbers for me to get the right metrics. So then they will go with the one charging higher and go and ask for a discount. So visibility of a small business really matters. And then we concluded with like key learnings about the match, the fact that your KPIs are important. Even though you can swerve and dribble in the park and show your skills, but then what matters is the goal. At the end of the day, they scored the goals and they made the win. So through the football match, I became an African Queens enthusiast, but then I learned as a tech startup founder a lot of strategies, a lot of impactful things, and then I left. I think I felt more confidence because I told her that now for people to get my pricing, they'll have to have a talk with me and let me see if I have to do the work that matches the amount I'm giving to them. Thank you.
Thank you. Augusta, where are you going? Come. About 6 or 7 years ago, I met Augusta for the first time, and back on radio, I used to organize some of the big concerts. I used to be the key guy running around organizing the concerts. And there were these group of young men who had Legon playing with different bands, and we thought they were good enough, and we told them to get together to form a band. And Augusta was the first person who managed. You were like 22, 24? You were just 20. And Augusta managed that band, put the boys together, gradually help them, and at the moment there is no single big event that band doesn't play. Do you know Inchinchim Band? She was the first manager for Inchinchim Band. Put your hands together for Augusta. Really solid woman. So Ethel, please present Augusta's package to her. Hey, so from music to tech, hey, that is some dangerous movement. Good. Thank you so much. A round of applause for Augusta and Ethel. So before we go for lunch, we want to give one more person an opportunity to win. Okay? So we are going to put the trivia up again. Are you ready? Mamu low battery, I am sorry. Mamu low battery, I'm so sorry for you. Are you ready? And okay, so you can scan. You can scan. When you are sure that you've scanned and you are ready, let me know. Then the questions will come. Are you ready? Hey. Okay, 54 people, 57, 59. You do 100 and I start your own. So Clenam won the second trivia. Nidaku was online. He was number 2. Kwesi Prempe number 3. AJ number 4. Prince Fifi York number 5 for the second trivia. The first one, Derek. And then Ezra. Samuel Kumijo, he's online, KKY, and then Phillips Sabin, also online. So how many people do we have? We have 74. Should the questions come? Are you ready? And as I'm going charging my phone 5 minutes back. Okay, let's go. Which of the following helps startups scale faster? Manual bookkeeping, data analytics, paper records, word of mouth. Okay, manual bookkeeping 6, data analytics 60, paper records 5, word of mouth 2. Data analytics is the right answer. Let's go to the next one. Digital innovation in agri can help with crop monitoring, travel bookings, events planning, online gaming. 68 people, 75, 78 people have answered, 79. Okay. And the right answer is crop monitoring. Now, nipa no cho online gaming no. Say Udia Bruna say Obebo Maria. Kobo. Okay, we'll go to the next one. Small businesses are too small to be hacked. True or false? Small businesses are too small to be hacked. True or false? Charlie, cyber security. Hey, two people no more. Never two and 4 more. Okay, let's go to the next one. Which group benefits the most from innovation for good? Communities, only investors, tech companies, celebrities. Which group benefits the most from innovation for good? Communities, investors, tech companies. Okay, tech companies, 16, celebrities 0, only investors 1, communities 62. Now we go to the final one. What is one way young people can make agri attractive again? Adding tech solutions like drones and mobile apps, avoiding farm work, selling only to friends, and keeping traditional methods only. What is one way young people can make agri attractive again? Adding tech solutions like drones and mobile apps. Done. Now. Okay, are you ready for the answers, the winners? Are you ready? Okay, we are processing, and the winner for this round is Kara. Do I have the name right? Is Kara here? Oh, you are here. Please put your hands. Oh, come. Put your hands together for her. And God, KKY has come up again, and Tracy and Nade. Okay, so KKY, you are in the other one. I think so far you've got the fastest time, right? 29 seconds. The previous ones, let me check. Charlie, Kara, where do you work?
Ubuntu Technologies.
What do you do at Ubuntu Technologies?
Brands and marketing officer.
And where is the guy? The other guy who won? Charlie, I'm from Mamo. Where am from Mamo? You do brands and what?
I mean brands and marketing.
Charlie, 29 seconds. That's some wild stuff, yeah? Wow. Okay, please put your hands together for her. And whilst she stands here, we'll do the prize presentations. Jacqueline, can you please present this one for me? That's Ubuntu Technologies. It means everybody should work at Ubuntu Technologies. Ubuntu hack the system. Congrats, Kara. Can we keep the winners on the screen, please? Thank you so much. Let's keep the winners on the screen. You know what we are going to do? All the other winners on this screen are going to take something, okay? So, yes, Frimpoma, please bring the stuff. Let's do for this set, and then we'll go to the previous trivia sessions. Jacqueline, you are not sitting down, no? Please do all the presentations for me. Which one is gone already? No. Please, bring God. KK won in the previous one, and he's won here. As many times as he's won, we will give him. So, God, where are you? God, you are wearing yellow. Are you sure you don't work at MTN? Okay, please. "32 seconds for God. Congrats to you. KKY. Where is KKY? Is he here? He was, yeah, KKY. Charlie, the people say because you are winning two, I should give you only one. No. But I disagree. I disagree. We all disagree on your behalf. Congrats to you, KKY. Tracy. Is Tracy here? Tracy. Hey, September cancelled, December cancelled, Valentine's Day. Tracy, open interview. Thank you. And then Nade, is Nade in here? Okay, Nade is here. Please, let's put our hands together for Nade. Nade. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. You may take your seats. Is Sandra here? Sandra, is Sandra here? I want Sandra to present the rest. Sandra is not here. Okay, Elizabeth, if you are okay, Sandra is coming. So Sandra will present this batch. Can we see the winners for the previous trivia? Charlie Kera, 29 seconds. So let's project the winners for the previous one, which was the second trivia. And the winners from that, Derek is online. The winner from that one is online. So we'll find him wherever he is and deliver to him. But I believe Ezra is here. Ezra, let's welcome Ezra to take his prize. And Samuel Joe is also online. So we'll find him later and give it to him. Yeah. Philip is also online. Phillips is online. So we'll have to find him later and give it to him. And KKY again will come and receive. Please, let's put our hands together for KKY. Frimpoma says no, I say yes. He has won twice, so he'll be awarded twice. Oh, Frimpoma, please bring it. Okay, so KKY gets an honorable handshake. Charlie, you be sharp guy. Winning twice. Thank you. No, Sandra, wait. We have some more to deliver. So we are going to the first one. And the winners for the first, I thought we were going to project it. So Glover Clenham. He's here. The winner for the first one. The second one, rather, right? Clenham, Glover. Yes. The first winner, he's getting a phone. Allah. I'm Bandy. You're getting a phone. See the way he's happy. Telephone, they don't use it 2 weeks, no, use it 2 weeks. So. congrats to you. Ni Daku Otu is online, so we'll send it to him later. Kwesi Prempe, is Kwesi Prempe here? Kwesi Prempe is here. So please bring his pack. Is AJ here? AJ, please get ready to come. And Prince Fifi York. Prince is also here. Please get ready to come. Kwesi, congrats to you. AJ? AJ, please come and take your package. And then finally, Prince Fifi York. Prince, are you here? Oh, he's gone. Oh, he was here earlier. Okay. Thank you. Please put your hands together for Sandra. So the fastest time was 29 seconds, right? And the 29 seconds was Kara. And who else? Who else got the 29 seconds? It was Kara, eh? And Clenam. They both got 29 seconds, 29 seconds. Wow. So please see me later for 29 CDs Momo. Why? 29. With the MC Special Award. 29 seconds. Great. So we are wrapping up. Now, what we are going to do is that we want to know what you've learned, okay? So we are going to put out the legacy wall. We want you to tell us what you've learned so far. So if we can project that, just write what you've learned. Go to the Slido app and tell us what you've learned. Let's all get to know what we are learning together, and then we'll project it here. After this, we want each one of us to pledge, okay? Make a pledge, because this is something we are going to consistently do, and we'll be reviewing our pledges to see whether we are doing well. So I am Kojo Akoto Boateng. I pledge that with my years of experience in agribusiness and tech, I'll support as many people as possible with guidance and knowledge so that they can also start their businesses and scale. That's my pledge. What is your pledge? You go on the platform and you put together your pledge so that we can see. So, technical, can we see that on the screen before we go and have lunch? Yes. Technical, please put the code back on for us. Boss, you didn't win anything.
Well, I won because I'm here.
Charlie, mami umomo number. Mami umomo number. Oh yeah, guy. Mami umomo number. Mami cha umomo. He won because he's here. Maybe cha umomo wate. But for cybersecurity reasons, you cannot mention your number out loud. Somebody will be calling you. I remember me pen no. No, I'm off camera into so and so we will me pen. You won because you are here. Charlie, that's deep. You won because you are here. Mbecha momo se sia. Ase. Momo no oja kochile wate. You also use it to help others. And they also remember 1 million now. Bema pa, you want to use my momo to help others? Oh, they about number no. About number no. You won because you are here. Charlie, that's deep. Oh, I'm going to send him money. I'm sending you a lot of money, eh? Oh, Debbie. Yeah, and your name has appeared as is on your tag. Charlie, me try momo wate. I'll use the money to go and help other people. Fast, I want Ghana city now. I send you no. If I can help you other people, Papa, okay. So, what is one key insight or lesson you are taking away from today's masterclass? Technology can boost agri production. Until you start making money, whatever you do is a hobby. Networking is important. Digital awareness is great. Cybersecurity, we should foster collaborations. Hey, Charlie, somebody is taking Irene Labi away. Oh. That's somebody's key insight. Or that's a mistake. Yes. Partners, you have to partner with other entities You need to keep records. You need to employ tech. Leverage on visibility. Inclusiveness, very important. Innovate for impact. You need to be a problem solver. You need to collaborate. We have 45 people giving us their feedback. So what is one key insight or lesson you are taking away from today's masterclass? I think those writing the one word insights, if you can really expand it a bit more, okay? If you write skill, what do you mean? If you write wealth, what do you mean? If you write stay, what do you mean? Like life. No, it says, what is one key insight? Okay, the box said one word, but you can write a sentence, like somebody has written, technology can boost agri production. Okay, so we have 57 people so far. For me, one key thing I've learned is that no matter how small you are, you can be hacked. You are not safe because the people who want to steal from you, they don't care whether you are big or small. They don't care whether you are wealthy or broke. They will thief you. They won't steal, they will thief you. So we have to be very, very careful. And when Jacqueline was speaking about how as parents we give our phones to our kids, I've learned my lesson. I'm not going to give my phone to my kids to play again. We love it because they'll be crying and say, oh, take. And before you know, they would have clicked on something and you'll be hot. And these days, you're getting all sorts of unsolicited messages from Facebook, from X, from all sorts of platforms. Before you know, they would have clicked on something. So I ain't going to do that. You can cry all you want. I'm not giving you my phone because that's my life. All my business is on the phone. Okay, so cybersecurity seems to be the key, the biggest one that most of you have written about. I can see cyber, I can see security as well. Okay, someone says it's insightful. So it means the person is taking away a lot of insights from here. That's good. Should we take more or we should go to the pledge? Okay, thank you so much. So now we want to take your pledges. And that'll be the final activity before we go for lunch. We want to take your pledges now. Next masterclass, you review the pledges and see whether we are making progress. All right? Whether we are using digital for good. So you enter your full name on the platform, you enter your organization name, and you enter your pledge. So once you pledge, your hand will come up with your name on it, and it will show on the screen. And if you go to display the pledges as we are seeing on the screen, you can see the various pledges. So Divine from Goshen Farm says, I pledge to use tech tools. Michael from Touch House Communications says, I pledge to educate people in my network about cybersecurity. David is also talking about cybersecurity. Michael Kisi Mensa, Optimus Kisi says, I pledge to solve problems. Kojolabi says, I pledge to start an agriculture business. So, we have 31, 32 now. Daryl says, I will educate my friends about cybersecurity. Charlie, money is good though. If I had a tablet, I could read all the things better. This small phone. Charlie, next trivia, I'll sit here and answer and win a tablet. Me, this second cry, I'm in your tablet. You're looking at me. You're on the phone, you're going to use it. We'll screen bye. You're on the phone, you're happy. So those online, those in here, let's see your pledges. Senior, what do you pledge to do?
Oh. I will try to do my best to increase cyber hygiene, because if you look at how people are taking our monies, today you hear, I've sent this amount to your phone, bring it back and all that. I think cybersecurity is one of the important things that we have to look at. So I will do my best to support it.
Thank you. Now, you know what? You know, when you were entering the pledges, you added your names and your companies and your pledges. Now, the MTN team is going to follow up on your pledges, and the people who actually deliver on their pledges will be awarded. So don't pledge because we ask you to pledge. Those who deliver on their pledges will be awarded. I think MTN deserves another round of applause. Has it been a good day? It's been a fantastic day. Okay, so for the rest of the day, we are going to eat and network. If you wanted to have a one-on-one with somebody, this will be the best time to do that. With any of the resource people, with the people from MTN, with any colleague you've met here. The lunch is served outside. So you go, you dish your food, you come back here to have your lunch, and then you also network. On behalf of the team at MTN, I want to say a big thank you to all of you for being here. We want to build a Ghana we want, and an Africa that is sustainable, that is wealthy, and that creates its solutions. And all of us are the building blocks. And all of us are the building blocks. All of us are the people who are going to make the change. MTN is committed to create the ecosystem and the platform to enable us make the change. So let's also put our shoulders to the wheel in brightening the corners where we are. There is this video I always show my team when we go for team strategy sessions. It's an ad by BNP Paribas Bank. I don't know if the guys, okay, whilst we're having lunch, I can get them to play it. So the video starts by people pulling on a rope. So you see kids, adults, even dogs pulling on a rope. And whilst they pull the rope, the sun starts rising. And the question is asked is that, is the sun rising each day? If the sun rising each day is by our collective efforts at pulling on the rope, will the day be brighter and warmer? So if Ghana gets into the next stage of our development, depends on all of us pulling on a rope. Would your efforts propel Ghana's development? Think about it every day, every second, and do your best in your corner. And within this big yellow world of MTN, let's thrive together. Thank you, and enjoy your lunch. And the lunch, it is table by table. If you don't have a winner on your table, we won't call you first. The winners, so that next time you will win. Okay, I'm just kidding. The ushers will call the tables for us to have lunch. So when the ushers come to your table and they invite you, you go out, dish your food, and you come back here and you eat your food. So, ushers, over to you. DJ, will you give us some music?
Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Take 5 minutes, guys. Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, we put the final touch. There we have it. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Take 5 minutes, guys.
People, the hustle is real, but Ghanaians are pushing it. I have been so inspired by what people are doing. If you now you know do for yourself, nobody will do for you. So you for do that.
MTN.
We put the final touch. There we have it. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Take 5 minutes, guys.
People, the hustle is real, but Ghanaians are pushing it. I have been so inspired by what people are doing. If you now you know do for yourself, nobody will do for you. So you for do that.
MTN.
Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, we put the final touch. There we have it. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Take 5 minutes, guys. Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, we put the final touch. There we have it. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Take 5 minutes, guys.
People, the hustle is real, but Ghanaians are pushing it. I have been so inspired by what people are doing. If you now you know do for yourself, nobody will do for you. So you for do that.
MTN.